the speakers get here, Wes tries to set them up during the show. And everything goes wrong.
What speakers?
I don't know. He just keeps talking about speakers.
Hannah.
Did you hear the whole hour?
I don't know. For maybe probably 2 segments.
Let's say that.
Are the people that listen to us love about us? We keep it real.
Okay, all right.
He got his nice jacket on.
He's got something going on over there.
Yeah.
So we have a segment here that we love to call the Harbaugh Files.
Yes.
When Jim has a moment at the podium. Normally it's just him, talking about extraterrestrials or whatever.
Could be anything.
But this one involves a hold-in.
Hold in?
Yeah, a hold-in.
Hold in. Okay.
Yeah, Tuli.
Almost lost you back there.
I know who he is. I know who you're talking about.
Boy was drowning.
Tuli, as he is known on the Chargers. He's holding in right now, and but he's also hurt. And so let me make sure I get this all correct. Yeah, Tuli Pelotu.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually excellent.
The Harbaugh Files involves Tuli Pelotu, who is one of the best young pass rushers in the National Football League. A mouthful, certainly for opposing quarterbacks to see coming at. So this Harbaugh Files, normally a very, light and airy segment, involves Jim going back and forth with a reporter, I believe Chris Rim of ESPN, asking him about Tuli when he's going to get out there for team practices, which he's not going to do if he's holding in.
Oh.
But if he's injured, then he's got to work his way towards it. That's the setup for this Harbaugh Files.
Sometimes people that are standing on third base think they hit a triple, but they didn't.
The Harbaugh Files.
Will participate in team drills today?
Expected to. And we'll see how individual goes, but that's the expectation.
Has something changed with the situation that he'll participate in team?
Yeah, the ramp up been progressing.
Okay, so this whole thing has just been a ramp up with Thule?
Yeah. I don't know for sure where it's at. I mean, that's if I knew for sure, then I would say for sure.
What's your
Something I don't know, Chris? I mean, you get that look like you do. Let me know if you do, because I don't know for sure.
It's been mysterious.
I don't know for sure.
It seems like none of us
with
know.
anybody. I mean,
if anybody would know, you would know. That's what I'm asking.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Am I in somebody's body? Am I a doctor? I've got a lot of things that hang on my wall, but a medical degree is not one of them.
The Harbaugh Files.
Wow. That's quite the back and forth across the street. No Contest Wrestling. Check it out later, people.
Harry Douglas here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-hour energy shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of that guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's delicious, portable, zero sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on the summer with Firework Freeze 5-hour energy shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com and on Amazon.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
What's going on here?
The greatest party of all time. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party. Brought to you by Greenville Utilities, Jones, Covey & Company, PA, Capital Subaru of Greenville, KDL Construction, New Blue, Patio and Hearth Shop, Orthopedics East, IBC Roofing, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Copy Pro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust Copy Pro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? Copy Pro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. Copy Pro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Play it again, sport. Buy
sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah!
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Well, welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you in the First Flight Credit Union Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930 online, PR927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. And you can find us on YouTube for the next 3 hours, as we will be with you with a lot to talk about. It is a football Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live because Jared Watkins and crew were out at practice earlier today, and we've got a lot of Blake Harrell audio to get to as he spoke after day one of ECU fall camp. So we'll hear what he has to say about the quarterbacks, the running back room, and the team as a whole. We'll go through those comments from Blake Harrell coming up on today's program. We got Ken Watlington joining us later on in hour number one, Donnell Coley in hour two from the Daily Reflector. Donnell out there as well today, so we'll talk some Pirate football with DC. Also, Ryan Buie is the head coach at South Central High School. We'll talk some South Central Falcons football on today's program. And the all-time leading rusher at East Carolina, former Pirate coach as well, Junior Smith, will join us in hour number three to break down what Blake Harrell had to say today and maybe go over some of Junior's memories from fall camp days as a player and a coach. We got Jared Watkins back producing. We got the Jackman on video, Maniac Mark with a sweet D.H. Conley hat. Had Nate Connor on the show earlier this week. You can check that out. He and Will Bland from Conley and Rose, respectively, on the show, as we'll talk more high school football on Thursday with Garrett Wingate. We'll try to get all the area coaches on because that's going on. But a lot of Pirate football talk today. And we're going to go far left side. Strong side. The Chan man, Chandler Honeycutt, is here on day one of fall camp. What's up, Chan?
What's up, man? Day one, that means Pirate football is officially back. Shout out to Nate Connor, who came in the other day, rocked the lid the other night, and got compliments from it.
Got some new swag from Nate Connor and D.H. Conley. We appreciate that. Chandler, good to see you.
Yes, sir. Who's this guy?
And who's this guy?
Something strange here.
I've been here before.
Oh, I recognize that voice.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's the sports beat.
Foremost, the sports beat. Foremost, the Pirate Talk.
Absolutely.
And a Pirate Radio team member from the past, B. Pays, is here in the Pirate Radio studios to kick us off today. What's up, Pays?
Feels good to be home. I feel like I'm home today.
Yeah,
Feels
welcome.
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Never too late to come back home, or whatever the phrase is. But we've been rolling out party announcements. The big news is the big man, Linville Joseph, will be there at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party at the Hilton this year, coming up on September 10th. Also, musical guest Trainwreck will be performing. We talked to Adrian Watts live here in the Pirate Radio studios a week or so ago. And we got to have a DJ.
Got to
get the vibes going early.
We got to bring it back like we used to do it at the Hilton.
And DJ B. Pays will
back.
be in the building. And Pays, it's going to be a fun night, man. We've had many fun nights with you at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. And we'll have another one coming up.
Yeah, late nights at the McDonald's across the street. No, but I'm looking forward to it. When Jonathan called me, and so it's going to be a good. I'm glad it's back at the Hilton. That's going to be a good time. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to get kicked off early before Trainwreck, and I've DJed with Trainwreck before, so I've known Adrian a long time. So yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get it moving quickly there that day. So get in there and get your pirate beverages, and we're going to get. I'm going everywhere too. I'm going to play a little Kendrick Lamar for you because I know I'm a big Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, all right.
Old school. I know some old school.
Most of my music stopped around like 2002 or something. I haven't heard anything since then.
I'll do a little Biggie set. How about
that's
a little
that'll
Wu-Tang.
work.
No,
if you can do Outkast or Wu-Tang, I'm down.
No, yeah, we'll have a good time.
I was going to ask you because I asked Adrian, and he said the names of bands I've never heard of because I do not keep up with new music. If I'm in the car with the girls, I'll listen to the pop station. So I am an Olivia Dean fan.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to hit some of that.
I have an 11-year-old daughter, Olivia Dean, and that whole the Rodriguez and all that. Yeah.
But I was going to ask, I mean, you've played thousands of parties and stuff, and you've got your go-tos, but like, do you still incorporate new music, or do you just play what you play?
I'll incorporate. There's some stuff there's some stuff out there. I mean, Drake is still, we like Drake. Kendrick didn't like Drake. We still like Drake. I mean, there's stuff out there that we still, play. That's what's crazy is because I'm a '90s kid, so I went here in the '90s. So music goes in cycles. So everybody now is sampling '90s, right? So everybody's sampling where everybody in the '90s was sampling '70s and '80s records. Now they're all sampling 90s songs. I heard a song the other day. It was the Usher beat, and it wasn't Usher, but it was So yeah, and my 11-year-old keeps me up on track. But it's funny because she's on TikTok, and all the old school dances and stuff they're doing on TikTok, it's all '90s. And I'll tell I met somebody she's dancing to. She's like, "No, you did not meet me." Yeah, I did. I interviewed Notorious B.I.G. right here on the ECU campus in the summer of '96.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where was he at? Where did he
came to College State? He was at National Guard Armory with Lil Kim, Biggie, and Lil C. The National Guard Armory. This is a true story. I mean, I've interviewed everybody. I interviewed Darius Rucker many times, and Edwin McCain, and they all came through there one time. I think one week we had Edwin McCain and Biggie come through the same week. So
I interviewed Uncle Luke.
Oh yeah, you did.
But it wasn't 1989. It was like a few months ago.
So my first rap concert I ever went to was 1989. I snuck out of my house with my friend Agresta, shout out Agresta Bell, and we went to, I grew up in Salisbury, North Carolina. It was Livingstone College in Salisbury, and it was Luke and MC Light.
MC Light, okay, I remember.
And Luke brought the dancers, and I was 14 or 15, yeah. So I became an adult after that day.
He's changed a little bit, I would say.
Yes,
but,
yeah, he definitely
excited to see Ray Ray.
Yeah,
on the team.
He talks a lot about him. I know somebody somebody that's kind of close to him down there, another guy in the music industry, and he said when Ray announced he was coming to East Carolina, a guy named Tony Neal. Tony called me and said, "Hey man, Luke's happy about that." And he said he's hyped. He said Ray's the guy that didn't get a lot of chances at Miami. I think he's going to do very, very well up there.
Well, that's how we found it out, because he was big on Twitter, like, man, shouting out at his nephew. And I believe Shirley's the one that was like, we need to get this guy on. And sure enough, it was like a week or two later, we had Uncle Luke on Pirate Radio on the program.
So I always use Luke as an example clip of people that get mad at their kids for listening to some raunchy songs right now.
Right.
But they came up.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's all cyclical. Yeah.
It's like, did you not listen to...
And by the way, Chandler, Ray is his nephew like Rajay is our nephew. Luke coached him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
But that time we were in the stands with Rajay's family, and we were saying we were his uncle.
Yeah, we were like, that's nephew.
Nephew!
That's nephew.
Rajay would be pointing to his family a row or two above us, but it looked like he was looking at us. And we were like, yeah, nephew! We're in the fam.
And we stick with it to this day.
To this day. Chandler, you saw the cut sheet earlier.
Hey, man, that's when you know Pirate football's back.
And it sent you to a 10 on the vibe check. B-Pays, what's your 1 to 10 vibe check for Pirate football 2026? How you feeling
I'm
right
going
now?
8.5.
Yeah. Why are you confident?
I was at a 9, but then I saw the ECU basketball schedule and it took me down 0.5.
Right. Come on now.
So now
there'll be some wins with that crap.
No, I think though. Listen, we've been doing ECU football long enough to know we're going to lose a game we're not supposed to. I mean, we can go to Tulane during rough time. I mean, there's
Let me ask you
game
this.
every year.
Has Blake Harrell lost a game he wasn't supposed to? Now, the one real blemish was the only blowout was at UTEP. Sure, they shouldn't have lost by that much, but UTSA, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the line. I can look it up with Phil Steele.
I don't think we were favorites.
But as Harrell,
like 8.5 or something.
Has Harrell as a head coach lost one? He was.
I mean, he's only got 5 losses.
Yeah.
So I mean, which one of those 5 losses is the one he was supposed to win?
The only game, and I rewatched this game the other day. The only game we should have won, because UTSA, we were never in that ball game, was at Tulane last year.
Yes.
I rewatched that game the other day, and I'm like, how many times we had a chance to win, to just take control of that game and be
So
with it.
we were dogs at Tulane, but we were 2-point favorites at UTSA.
Oh, wow.
According to to Phil Steele magazine.
Wow.
And again, they don't lose at home until that following week. They actually lost it.
So I saw a guy on Instagram the other day. I think his name's Gorilla Picks or something like that. He said that, the 27.5. Is that the Alabama spread right now? 27.5.
Yeah, 26.5.
Yeah, 26.
It was at 28.5 yesterday.
So I'm like, I don't think we're getting beat by 28 points. I just don't believe that. When's the last time we really got rocked?
Well, I just told you, UTSA.
Yeah. Well,
But outside of that, Harrell has not had a loss like that.
Yeah. I mean, by Power 5, NC State, maybe the last Mo year, the first Mike Houston year, we got rocked pretty good.
Does anybody remember Navy from 2024? We lost that game as favorites, as 2-point favorites, 34-20. I don't really remember.
Oh, that's when
that was his.
That's when he did the hoop shot in the end zone.
Oh, yeah. That was Blake Harrell's first game as
Johnny Smith.
Johnny Smith, did the jumper.
That was his first game as full-time coach. Because they made it.
That was the last game of the season.
Yeah, but they promoted him before that game.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and they had his press conference.
We should have fired him.
Yeah. We had his press conference earlier in the week that week.
Yeah.
And I want to say that game was a Friday, maybe. Friday. Yeah, because it was around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting to remember that now.
I'm trying to, besides, I don't, listen, Alabama's what it is, and third and fourth quarter is it's probably going to be what it is, but I don't think, they got a new quarterback and stuff. I don't think it's going to, they're always going to be picked higher than they probably should have, so.
Look, we got to beat App State. That's the game I have circled. And the game I am not focusing on enough, and hopefully the players are, is Old Dominion. They won 10 games last year. You look at them on the schedule, there's probably some Pirate fans that still think they're 1AA or FCS.
Yeah.
Just because, when Taylor Heineke rolled in here, they were FCS. But they, going there, could be a little tricky, but this is a very winnable schedule for ECU. We talked about it. There was some about College Football World or something put out the win percentages, and I think it was at Memphis and Bama were the only games ECU was under 50% winning probability.
I'll take 10-2.
You know the game that scares me the most? UAB.
Jared circled that one.
Because you're coming on a short week and you got to go to Birmingham, Alabama. And listen, we've had some. Was it our friend Philip Henry that who dropped the pass? Was it Philip?
Fumbled the ball.
Fumbled
going
the ball.
To the end zone.
Going to the. I was watching that game with Othello Meadows and Carl Lester Crumpler, and they both just put their head down that day. And Carl Crumpler Jr. And they both was like, it was like 10 of us at Legion Stadium in Birmingham that day. So. Yeah.
Greg Hudson said, roses are red, violets are blue, the guy's in the end zone, the ball's on the two.
And that plays a factor too, B-Pace. You just mentioned the crowd. It seems like East Carolina in the past has not done well at places that does not draw big crowds. I mean, just think about, you mentioned earlier the Tulane game when they played it in the Superdome back in the day. Temple has been a tough one, even though we have one there. But I mean, being at UAB, and even though they have a new stadium, I don't think they draw enough crowds. That could always be a factor.
Yeah, I was in Birmingham last September. It's a beautiful stadium, but it's UAB now. They got the new coach this year, so we'll see what happens with that.
Chris Mortensen's son.
That's
Alex
right.
Mortensen.
That's right. He was under him last year, right?
You're a lot like me, Pace. Like, I do this with Washington all the time. I do it with ECU. I don't care that everything has changed. None of the players or coaches are the same. I still look back at something that happened in 2007, or you talking about the history of losing a game we're not supposed to. Again, it doesn't matter at all, but those things still are in the brain.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like Ruff's final year, we went up to UConn and got smashed. Remember that on like a Friday night? Like, we should have. Listen, I can name. In the 90s, I can name. There's some Southern Miss games we were favored. We should have won. I saw Gus Farrat and Chris Penn just light our tail up at Dowdy
Tulsa.
Tulsa. Like, we were supposed to win that ball game. Like, it was. There's a game every year. You just look back and say, I think Rice in 2007 with Skip. I think we were on our way to the conference championship, go to Rice and lose a ball game. I think that's 2007.
Blowout, right?
Yeah. Marshall, we lost to Marshall up there twice. Rough, the final game of that one season, be bowl eligible and go up there and get smashed. So,
and then we beat them the next year, and we rolled the helmets down. To be bowl eligible.
Yeah, so there's a clue. I've watched enough to know, like, there's one game every year. It's just like, what are we doing this year?
Yeah, and look, you're worried. The game. I don't know. Kind of watch out for this one is South Florida. I think Brian Hartline's going to do a good job there. I don't know if it'll happen by year one, but it could happen by November 6th. He's going to bring in a lot of good players. He comes from Ohio State.
He seems to be all business.
Yeah.
Watching the interview that Brian Bailey did down in Florida, it seems like he is no joke. I mean, but he played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Might have coached a little bit in the NFL, of course, coming from Ohio State and being an Ohio State Buckeye. I think.
Oh, we got BK.
That's BK's.
A burglary.
Are you saying
was that me after was that me calling it fifth quarter?
Yeah.
That had to be during the Mike Houston years when I probably had some bourbon and pound cake.
A burglary, classic.
Now the Rice one, it's homecoming, but I don't like that offense. Don't they run the triple option?
Yeah. Well, it's like a shotgun option type thing.
Yeah. That's always it is what it is. But that's all. But yeah, that USF coach, he'll be. I give him a year. I give him 2 years max at USF. He'll be out of there.
Yeah, it seems
on a good note or a bad note.
I think either one. I just don't think. I think he's just the way he personifies himself. Like he's like, I'm trying to be here, get the job done, and be up out of here. Yeah.
What do you think about Charles Huff at Memphis? Yeah, I mean, he is a coach that has won. Had a weird ouster at Marshall.
He's a part of the Nick Saban coaching tree.
It didn't seem like it was his decision to leave Marshall, maybe.
Yeah, I got some friends that went. I grew up in West Virginia. I was Schwartz. I got some friends that went to Marshall, and alumni. They liked him. They just said him and that AD just did not. Just didn't get along. There was just and I think that was the AD after Hamrick, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. But I think the point too we're making is that the American's wide open this year. Like if you had to pick a champion outside of ECU, who would you pick, Pace? I've literally heard 6 different answers, I think, from people.
Yeah, that's a good one. It depends what Memphis is going to be tricky because Huff can coach. It just depends what because didn't they bring in quarterback? Didn't they get a transfer quarterback from like Nevada or somewhere?
Yeah, that's the thing too. You got to look at the rosters. You got to look at the schedule. Yeah, and look, we're talking a team that won. Was it 10 games last year?
Yeah.
North Texas is picked. Near the bottom. No, 12 games last year picked near the bottom of the league because they have a whole new staff, depleted roster. So that's how quickly things can change.
Navy could win it.
Yeah.
Navy, because we avoid them, so unless we got in a championship game. So, I think he really. I don't really know. I haven't looked at Army a lot. I know he's probably not going to be. They're not going to be what they were last year, of course, but I think they'll be better. But yeah, I think if this is the year. I think people are underselling him a little bit because of all the folks we did lose, but I don't think I was arguing with somebody on Instagram the other day about this. Like, yeah, you're looking at the people we lost, but you're not looking at who we brought in either. So,
can I ask you a question? Why are you arguing with people on Instagram?
I have some free time.
I got a question.
I didn't really have nothing else going on today.
Fair enough.
You're looking at the preseason poll from Phil Steele for the American. How many of those teams above East Carolina do they not have to play on their schedule?
They don't play Navy.
Don't play.
Do we play UTSA?
I don't think so.
We don't got UTSA.
And we don't play Tulane, so your answer would be 0.
And we got Memphis away and USF at home. So if you can,
because he's got ECU tied for 4th. The teams above them are Navy, UTSA, Tulane.
And I think Tulane's. Listen, I think Tulane's going.
You made a good point, but you're acting like you don't understand the good point you made.
Yeah, we don't play any of them.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you looked at me confused, and I
looked at you like, wow, that's a good point, Chandler.
Yeah, so we don't have to. What I'm saying is it's wide open for East Carolina in this sense.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Phil Steele record for this year.
I don't think Tulane will finish top 5.
We look like 2 monkeys looking at each other, scratching our heads like, well.
Man, I made a hell of a point. It's like, what the hell did I just say? Because you know why, Clip? You know why I'm confused? Because I don't make a lot of good points.
That's what it feels like, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
You did it, bud.
That's awesome, man. I need to start doing that more.
All right, B. Pays will be DJing the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party on September 10th back at the Hilton.
Back at the Hilton.
Back home. So I'm looking forward to that.
And every time I tell people that, people are very excited because it's been a while since we've been back at the Hilton.
Just by the way, I DJ'd the Michael Jordan Celebrity Golf Classic there in 1996, and Charles Barkley stood by my side while I played some music. Just a little side note there for you, buddy.
B-Pay's one of the best name droppers in the business.
I am like Fat Joe.
Man, I had the saddest autograph book after the Michael Jordan Golf Classic I went to. Curly Neal. Shout out Curly Neal. Legend. But like the other big one that I got my picture taken with was Ian Ziering from 90210 that was in like Sharknado. Like of all the people I could have got a picture with and an autograph, I got him instead of all those other big names that were there. So that sucks.
I still got all my pictures from that.
B-Pay's good to see you. We're going to see you in 36 days. 36 days away until the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, back at the Hilton. B-Pace is going to be there starting us off with some great music, and then Trainwreck's going to follow up with that. So we're excited. 36 days away until the party. 31 days away until ECU versus Alabama. All of that on the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff.
All right, we got DJ J-Bone spinning the tunes. This is one of his favorites. We'll be back. Kid Watlington joins us when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior full-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
The the stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy, and that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service. Keeping Greenville moving.
Dank Burrito on Red Banks Road is rolling the good, combining bold global flavors with chef-driven techniques to create flavor bombs you won't find anywhere else. From their classic jerk chicken to their legendary pork belly, they're serving up fresh tacos, bowls, and burritos that defy the ordinary. Order ahead at order.dankburrito.com or download the Dank Burrito app. Join Dank Burrito Rewards today to start stacking points and earning free food with every bite. Check them out at 108 Red Banks or drop into their flagship Dank Burrito in Morehead City while you're cruising the Crystal Coast. Dank Burrito, stay hungry, stay dank.
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Back with the Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. DJ B. Pays will be at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party coming up on Thursday, September the 10th. And excited about that, and excited also to have Ken Watlington joining us inside the First Flight Credit Union studios here on a Wednesday. Ken, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. You don't have to lie and say you're excited I'm here. I mean, it's fine. I'm here. It's fine.
I mean, you're honestly one of my favorite guests.
I appreciate it.
Not that we have a ton, but
sure you do. You got Zach Kaplan. You just had B. Pays back in Greenville. Good to see him. We got all kinds of people every week.
I'll be honest with you, Ken. I do like having Zach on more just because we can trash him the whole time and make, laugh at his expense.
Until he says something where the FCC finds you. But
correct, true.
There's always that.
And boy, did I put a beating on him last week and name that sound. Okay. I smoked him. Oh, we need can you find the name that sound? So there is a.
Is it the highlighted one?
Yeah. Can you play that?
2Q92 and a Big V, 1024, playing your favorite songs at 421.
Can you name that sound, Ken? Hit it again for Ken. Name this sound. This was part of the game.
2Q92 and a Big V, 1024, playing your favorite songs at 421.
What is that from? What is that?
I don't know.
Big B.
Yeah.
Big B.
Big B. Hit it one more time.
Big B.
2Q92 and a Big V, 1024,
Big
playing
B.
your favorite songs at 421.
And that kind of deal?
That is Brian Bailey from I think he said 79 maybe.
What?
Yeah. Wait, hit that again?
Nipple?
That's Brian Bailey from last year.
Big K.
He's come a long way.
Zach and myself had your reaction. We didn't get it. We could not come up with it. But that was the Big B, Brian Bailey, who will not be DJing the Pirate Radio Party.
Thank goodness for that.
Big B.
But he will be there unless high school
Bailey
football.
was DJing, it'd be nonstop Shabuzi.
A little Boston,
yeah.
More than a fear. You just played that. The Big B. So there you go. Tell Bailey you enjoyed him when he was a rock DJ next time you see him.
I will never tell him anything positive.
Fair enough.
I'm kidding. We love the man.
Ken, I came to the conclusion that the Braves they must be awesome from like Thursday to Monday or Tuesday. And it seems like every time you're here,
I'm like,
they lose. They're coming off a loss. There's the dark cloud. But since last week,
they haven't lost.
When they got swept, they never lost.
Well, they didn't get swept. They won the second game of the doubleheader.
Chris Sale won that night,
and they haven't lost since.
Yeah.
The Braves are the best terrible team in baseball.
And you guys did face the worst bullpen in baseball.
Which one?
My Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
The Nationals.
But Braves win tonight. Dodgers lose this afternoon. The Braves overtake the Dodgers for the second best record in baseball.
That is
go figure.
Second best.
That would be your Milwaukee Brewers.
I've called the Dodgers because the Dodgers are the worst team in baseball.
The Dodgers are, yeah.
Yeah, they are the
Satan.
Pardon?
The Dodgers?
Yeah.
Satan.
When did Scooble get his first start?
He lost last night.
Oh, last night. Okay.
So quit asking. Longest losing streak in baseball belongs to the Washington Nationals.
Oh, really? 6?
7. Oh. Second longest losing streak in baseball belongs to the Athletics.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
The Athletics.
Oh,
third longest losing streak in baseball goes to.
I have no idea.
Come on, Ken.
The
Dodgers. Yes. Dodgers. Woo! 5 straight L's since the entire nation has been talking about baseball's unfair. And look, it's a kind of a small sample size. And first of all, Ken, when you see the Dodgers get Scooble, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Like,
I mean,
we want the Braves to do this
for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not mad at the Dodgers.
I feel like they got too much pitching now.
That is true. There's only one ball out there.
Exactly.
There's only one starter out there. So, I don't know. But the Dodgers versus the field is pretty ridiculous right now. Mully brought up a point, too. And it's kind of the Dodgers and everybody else. But the Brewers are really good this year.
Yeah.
Our Braves have a ton of wins this year.
White Sox.
So, Mully said, if it's anybody at this point versus other than Dodgers, Red Sox, it's a disappointment. I was like, well, the Red Sox don't move the needle. And he said, okay, well, look at
They've had a good month.
Look at the other AL teams and the division leaders. Rays, boring. White Sox, awesome story, but White Sox, Dodgers.
Who is it cool for?
And then you got. I said the Texas Rangers. I thought they were still in first, but the Astros have caught them because they have won 8 out of 10. Astros kind of still have a name, but even they're 3 games over 500. I guess the point being there are no great teams in the American League.
Cleveland will win the American League pennant.
And very well could, and they are boring too. It'd be awesome to see Gav.
Boring.
They have an old star in Ramirez, but other than that, they're pretty boring.
There's definitely not any firepower on their offense because Gavin's like having a scratch and claw for every win he's appearing or every start. So.
The Yankees are kind of lingering there. Yeah. They've got the name. They got a ton of injuries, right? So
Yankees Braves in Atlanta this weekend, I believe. Or maybe it's next weekend. It's coming up soon.
But I guess point being, the NL playoffs, whoever plays the Dodgers in the NLCS, that could very well be your World Series.
Yeah. I mean, all the teams in the National League are going to be fun to watch. The Phillies are pretty good.
The World Series.
Yeah. Thank you, Wes.
Can't wait.
That was Wes.
That was Wes, I believe.
Hit it one more time.
Was it?
The World Series.
That's Big B.
That's Wes. It's not. It's titled Wes the World Series.
Yeah, I think that's Wes. All right,
I'm the idiot.
No, you're not, Wes. Don't talk about yourself like that. Let's hear some Blake Carroll on our new Blue Pirate report as they came back. I'll save the opening comments for later. J-Bone. Well, let's go quarterbacks. I haven't even listened to this answer because I know he's not going to give a good answer.
No.
And I thought about it too. Like, are you going to, every media opportunity, would you ask about the quarterbacks?
I wasn't going to ask today because, I worked for Pirate Radio. We had Blake Carroll on yesterday for the Brian Bailey show. The answer was given. I did the quote tweet. I just don't care.
And I think the next...
Well, I care, but I care when the starter's announced. And
it's day one. We're not getting it today.
I don't think we find out until literally the offense goes out on the field in Tuscaloosa.
All right, let's throw that around the horn. Chandler, when do you find out the ECU starting quarterback?
On the first snap of the season.
That would be wild. Jarrett, your prediction?
I think that Monday press conference heading in, you'll find out who's starting that game. That doesn't mean they're starting every non-conference game. That doesn't mean they're going to be the starters of the season. I think that
that would be absolutely ridiculous for him to say this guy's starting every game. No, and then he hurts his neck week one. He's like, "Well, I made the announcement. He's got to keep starting."
Get in there.
Jared cut off his mic. That pissed him off.
I think this is a week by week basis until you get the conference play.
What's behind you? Why do you keep saying that?
Hell, he said it.
Is it because
why would he say that?
You're an Emory Williams guy, but you think Griffiths is going to start week one?
I think with Mitch Griffiths' experience, that's the smarter play. But I think if you want to really take the top off this offense, it's Emory Williams. But he has barely any experience, so do you throw him against Alabama?
Yeah. So what's your key to taking the top off?
Run the ball. Yeah.
Okay. Jackson, when do we find out the starter?
I kind of agree with Sean. I think it's going to be one of those we don't really officially know until first snap.
I agree with my good friend Jared Watkins. I'm going to go Monday at the press conference.
On that roster we get, that depth chart, or we can get that?
We probably won't get one. It'll say Emory Williams
thinks there will be an or. Ken Watlington, you're a news guy. Sure. You might already have this information.
I actually do, yes.
So when will we find out? Right now?
You'll find out when you find out.
Which will be?
When you find out.
Liberal media at its best.
I think we'll know by the end of next week.
That would be crazy. That would be great, and I think that would be good for this football team. But actually, Jarrett, we did get a little information from the quarterback question today regarding who will be at number one and number two at practice. Let's hear cut 4 from Blake Carroll on our new Blue Pirate Report.
Yesterday I got asked. There was the first question I thought was going to be about the quarterbacks. It was about the court system right now. But today it's the quarterbacks, which is fine. That's good. We talked about competition, and I talked about hey, I love this time of year because we get to go compete. If we just went and practiced all the time, didn't go compete, and wasn't winning or losing, nobody would care. Nobody would follow this game. It wouldn't be so great. All those things. But the fact we have competition in each and every position room was going to make us a better football team. And I talked to them after practice, our team after practice, about our young men competing with each other's side of the ball. Because if we can do that, that's going to make us better. And I think in that quarterback room, we've got great competition. I think we've got 2 young men. They're doing a tremendous job of leading, a tremendous job of understanding the offense, what we're trying to get done, running the thing. Like we talked about where we're at from spring, those two guys may have made the most growth. I think you're seeing a healthy Emory Williams right now. In the spring, he was a little banged up, so you can see him zipping the ball around back there. Mitch is playing with a lot of confidence. I thought they both did some good things in 2-minute drill today. Both led us down to some scores. So, we're making some positives there. We'll kind of keep going back and forth. One day, one guy will be the ones, one guy will be the twos, and kind of flip it back and forth. But eventually, we got to kind of find a guy that's going to kind of pull ahead of the other. I think in college football, it is hard to simulate that position to game day. At every other position, O-line, running back, linebacker, you can do live drills, live tackling, coming off the ball, all those things you can simulate at game day. For the quarterback position, you never let those guys get hurt. Because if you let them get hurt in practice, that would just be silly, and, I probably wouldn't be behind the podium anymore. But game day, there's live bullets. Nobody's staying away from the quarterback. They're getting hit. They feel the pressure, all those things. And I think, that's where you find out truly who they are. I could see a scenario right now, and this is August 5th, where we might play both quarterbacks early on just to see who is ready for the game. Maybe it's one guy plays majority of the game, the other guy gets a couple series. But we'll see how the rest of fall camp plays out. I mean, it's 3 quarters through the off season. We got another quarter here. I'm feeling good about the progression, feeling good about the direction they're going, the throws they're making, understanding the offense. I just want to see how they progress the next couple of weeks.
All right. My apologies for interrupting you, Coach Harrell. Did acknowledge, hey, we want a guy to, separate.
Right. And I don't think the last quarterback competition we had, I don't think there was a lot of separation with Jake Garcia and Caton Hauser. I don't think.
How about the one before that with? I think Flynn and Garcia.
I think there was no separation at all, and they just said, "Let's just throw whoever else."
Well, I think there was separation of just like Alex Flynn is in this bottom tier, and Mason Garcia just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do you believe in the separation of church and state?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Separation of other things as well.
Let's not get into that.
I don't know what he's referring to, and I really want to know, but I don't know if I should ask.
I say no.
Okay, we'll stick to football. Yeah. So we said when we think the starter will be announced. Y'all want to predict anything? I mean,
I changed my vote. It's not going to be by the end of next week. Just by listening to him.
I will say that
with all the information you've been given, you changed.
I changed my mind.
I will say that the next time. Well, that we should ask about the quarterback situation
tomorrow.
We do not get Blake on Saturday. We do get access to practice. No access to Blake Harrell. We talked to him on Monday. I say next Saturday, the 15th, after the scrimmage, your first scrimmage. I think that's when it should be asked again.
I'm going to ask next Monday just because
you have Chandler. I would say. Coach, has there been any separation between the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair question, and he's not going to tell you anything.
Nope.
But I think that's a fair question.
And then you obviously ask Jordan Davis next Wednesday.
Or he might be like, you know what? One guy has kind of separated himself this last week. I won't tell you who it is. And I'm going to see if that other guy can kind of get back to where we want him to be, and then you're even Steven again.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, and this is coaches like to play these games, but I don't know. Do you believe he knows today who it's going to be, or do you believe it's a real competition?
I think it's a real competition.
Yeah, what he just that little diatribe he went on, if you want to call it that, it's a guy that's like, all right, I got a tough decision.
And sometimes maybe
but he's got a couple weeks to make it.
Yeah, there's still time. Sometimes I'm not saying this is this particular case, but the coach has a guy in mind. He keeps saying this to say, hey, dude, go take over in practice. Go be the guy. I want to say you're our starter.
Testing him.
Go do it so I can say
that's Trey Burke.
Could be. Former Michigan guard. Quarterback at ECU. How about the other dude?
Hodge?
Yeah. It is a hodgepodge at quarterback.
Hodgepodge, yes.
Right now. Let's take a break. We'll come back more with Ken Watlington. A lot more on our New Blue Pirate Report throughout our show today. We'll talk some high school football as well. Ryan Buie from South Central will join us in hour number 2. Donnell Coley as well. A football Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. And now a word from our sponsor, Bud Light. There's nothing better than the clean, crisp... what if we just got out of here and grabbed some Bud Lights? But man, we're on air for 4 more hours. I'll figure it out. Sounds good to me. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. Stock up now. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. And we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights, we switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by today or visit capitalofgreenville.com or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Back to the show.
Thank you, Jared.
There's so many notes written.
That was a burglary.
A burglary. We got Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, and joining us.
There's a clip a friend sent me on Instagram today of a reporter somewhere doing a news report, and she couldn't get the right verbiage for $250,000 and called it every wrong thing you can think of under the sun during this live report.
Like 2,500,
$250,000, $250,000.
Yeah. I tell you what, when you put more than one comma in there and a number, my brain takes a second. So
yeah, it was like 2 hyphens back to back, and then my eyes went up. It's been a long day, man.
Hey, my eyes are up here. Ken, have you had a moment like that on air?
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah.
Your fault or the teleprompter producer's fault?
Oh, it's never my fault. Come on. Probably an instance of all of those things. Yeah, the teleprompter going down. At Big Rock this year, I have my iPad with the scripts on it, and it's so hot out, the iPad overheats and shuts down. And they're like, go! Luckily, they had the big, board with the leaders and everything, so I could kind of ad-lib. But, there's all kinds of things that happen on live TV, on live radio, and any type of live production you're doing that can derail the situation quickly.
And you can prepare all you want, but when the lights
kicked
turn
a child on live TV one time.
Tell us about that.
You serious, Clark?
Yeah, it was the county fair when I was working down in Wilmington.
Oh, the child kicking contest. Okay.
Yes. And I was waiting to go down a slide. I was going to do it live, and waiting for my pre-recorded story to end. So as soon as that story ended, I would come back up. It's a great time here. I'm going to go down the slide, blah, 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 blah. So right as I'm about to do it, this kid cuts in front of me, goes down. So I ad-lib a little bit, thought I gave him enough time. And I do a little loop, and he is just starting to get up from the bottom of the slide, and both of my feet went right to his back, knocked him over on live TV.
Well, that teaches the kid a valuable lesson.
Yep.
No cuts.
Also taught the station a valuable lesson. We were sued for $4 million.
You serious?
I am not serious.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think you actually kicked the kid, so now I don't know what to
I really
being honest and lying about.
There's a clip of it somewhere.
Ken Watlington joining us today, Pirate Radio Live, kid kicker, and Craig. I love when people get blasted like on the news. They're doing some kind of fun outdoor activity and something goes wrong. Just a fun moment for everybody.
Stupid country ass town.
What really happened that day? Yeah, that's an all-time classic right there. Ken, you asked. I haven't talked about this. The Commanders, is this official?
It is official, yes.
The Commanders get some help for Jaden Daniels and the offense. Stephon Diggs is set to sign with Washington. Real quick, Studio B, Jarrett and Jackson. Stephon Diggs in 2026, what is he?
He's a valuable asset. I wouldn't say he's shouldn't be number one option. But, when the options are Brandon Ayuk, who has a lot of issues off the field, and Stephon Diggs, who is a stand-up citizen, no issues off the field, I think this was a clear-cut deal to make.
Jarrett sticks to his takes, and I guess I'll give him some credit for that. What do you think, Jackson? As somebody who said Derrick Henry's washed, what do you think about Stephon Diggs?
He's a valuable option number 2. He's not your number 1 guy.
Yeah, I mean, Terry's our number 1, and
clearly
Diggs can be our number. Is Diggs a 2 at this point in his career? Is that?
I don't think Terry McLaurin or Stephon Diggs should be number 1s. But hey, 2-2s make a.
I
don't know.
You know what? I've said that if you look at the number 1s in the NFL, Terry McLaurin, unfortunately, is probably in the 20s. Like, I love Terry McLaurin, but as far as number 1s go, like it's
not because of ability. I'm saying that it's just Father Time.
Okay.
I'm glad he's on our team.
I love Terry. And
Stephon Diggs, if I had one term to describe him and how he's going to affect Washington, Super Bowl MVP.
Wow.
We don't have any turds.
That's true. 2 words for you. McLaurin.
McLaurin Diggs, must-see TV.
Wow, he's got some miles on him. He has played since 2015. He has caught 942 catches, has an opportunity to get to the 1,000 catch mark as a Commander, over 11,000 yards, 74 touchdowns, and is in the Hall of Very Good.
Yes.
Not a Hall of Famer.
And then when he wins back-to-back Super Bowls with Washington, he'll be
that will get him into the Hall of Fame. So Stephon Diggs, you are a Washington Commander. People poo-poo the Hall of Fame game. I do as well, and they'll poo-poo these quarterbacks overall. I'm going to try to find, like, is this the best starting quarterback matchup in Hall of Fame game history? Carson Beck versus Kenny Pickett.
Carson Beck starting makes it a little more intriguing.
Right.
Kenny Pickett makes me want to turn my TV off instantly, but I think Carson Beck has a chance to play all this game. Keaton Slovis is the only other quarterback who has a chance to play.
Where was he?
Pitt. USC, right?
Okay. Yeah. And then for the Panthers side, Hayes King.
Hayes King, brother.
Yeah, great quarterback matchup.
That's the Georgia Tech kid?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How many drives do you think Kenny Pickett gets? Or how many quarters or halves?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on him. I've seen enough. What are the Panthers even evaluating at this point? Like, they're not going to make Hayes King their backup, you wouldn't think. So Pickett should have the backup job.
Yeah,
they don't really need
Is there
to see
another
him.
quarterback on the roster?
Let's take a look at the Panthers depth chart. They got Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, Hayes King, and that is all I see at the moment.
I didn't know the Cardinals had 4 until I looked it up yesterday.
That tells me Pickett might get a half or something. Like, if you only are playing 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of football.
And Jeremiah Love's not playing.
Huh. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I want to see him a little bit, though.
I was so excited. We used to do our fantasy drafts early, and I saw Ryan Williams from Virginia Tech. And I saw him here play at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, watched his career, thought he was going to be a really good running back. Drafted, I think, in the 2nd round by the Cardinals. And I drafted him in our draft and felt like, all right, I've seen this guy more than the other guys in my league. I'm going to go ahead and steal this fella. And that night was week 1 of the preseason, tore up his leg, never did anything in the NFL. And for that reason, I'm okay with Love sitting.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'm a Cardinals fan, I want to see him, but at the same time, I don't until the games matter. Ken, your thoughts on preseason football?
I covered a Hall of Fame game one time when I was working in Toledo. It was the then Washington Redskins versus the Indianapolis Colts. And the reason we went across the state to cover it was because there was 2 former Bowling Green Falcons on Washington that year. Corey Lichtensteiger, big lineman, and the kicker. I can't remember who the kicker was, but he became very hated in Washington. But he was from Bowling Green, so we went and had a chance to catch up with those guys.
Bowling Green NFL kickers. Sean Sweezum.
Yeah, that's it.
Played for the Steelers as well. Yeah. Okay. 2 Bowling Greeners on the team. Who was coaching? Or what year was it? Do you remember?
I would say it's
2010. Was it
11.
Zorn,
maybe.
Shanahan? Probably Shanahan.
Shanahan sounds right.
Yeah. And boy, that was a bad year for quarterbacks in Washington. We went between Rex Grossman and John Beck. I went to a game in 2011. I have been back since, but I saw John Beck start at quarterback for Washington, and it was one of the most miserable days of my life.
The last Washington game I saw in person, they didn't score.
Wow. Was that the Niners?
Yeah. 9-0 in the monsoon.
Niners nothing.
At FedEx Field. 9-0.
In my brain, I see them doing like a big team slide celebration on the field.
It was just a mess.
Yeah.
That was my last in-person game. I think that's right.
So we're excited about Commanders football.
It's got to be better than that crap.
Excited for high school football, kid. We'll talk some South Central football next hour. Touchdown Friday, not too far away.
Brian Bailey's touchdown Friday.
My apologies. The Big B.
It's Big B coming up next.
The Big B's touchdown Friday. Ken, thanks for joining us. Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Talk to you next week.
Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, Ken Watlington. As we wrap up hour number 1, coming up next, Ryan Buie from South Central. Also, Donnell Coley will join us from the Daily Reflector. Junior Smith, hour 3, and some Blake Harrell on our New Blue Pirate Report on a Football Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph. Can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph. No flags. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
And Jacobs is knocked back, and he didn't make it, and it was Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray from Carolina Caliber. Whether you're getting pumped to cheer on the Pirates or prepping for a deer stand, here's a reminder. There's a time to amp it up and a time to tone it down. Save the noise for game day. Quiet your cannon with a suppressor from Carolina Caliber. We specialize in making suppressor ownership easier than ever, guiding you through every step of the process. We carry top brands like Silencer Co., Surefire, Thunderbeast Arms, Huxworks, Bergara, and many more. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Pepper, oh no they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen!
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, I got a long interview with Ryan Buie. Before we get there, real quick, let me check in with the chat game to start hour number 2. Jamie says, hey now. Hey now. Happy to see Junior Smith routinely coming on the show. Great interview. Looking forward to talking to him. Hour 3. Skip says, hey. Hey, Skip. Jerry says, hello. Hello. We are the PRL chat gang. PJ says, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Lane says the Phillies got themselves a dog. Who? I never know how to say his name, and he's been a hit king. Erez. That guy. No, definitely not that. Hey, enjoyed talking Penn State football with you during the break.
Yeah,
great convo.
Good flip through.
Let's see. Joel says, heard Jackson talking smack on Thursday. Been listening after the fact, but listening live today. Better be on it today. You were talking smack on Thursday?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
That's tomorrow.
LK Dub wanted Chandler to announce his football as Gus Johnson would. We'll do that for you next time Chan Man's here. Jamie was giving us Carson Wisenhunt updates on the Bucs scoreboard. Gave up 4 runs in the 3rd inning, apparently. Jenny says Charlotte scares her.
Dangerous city.
Yeah, I'd be more worried about that than the football team this year, because they are probably going to be bad. Joel says you got to smash that like. Kenny Curling says congrats to Cooper Greer, friend of Pirate Radio, and becoming a father this past weekend of Faja. Family. All about family. Joe roast Jackson about something that I'm not sure. Said terrible answer, Jackson.
Oh, talking about the quarterback situation.
Kenny says the starting quarterback will be announced at the Pirate Luncheon August 17th. Okay. Robert says the week before the Alabama game. And John Moody says Brian Bailey laugh. Do we have that at the ready?
Yeah.
John's old school. He likes the old clips. Taco meat was yesterday. Brian Bailey laugh today is what he's requested. I tell you what, Jared, I'm going to give you 25 minutes to find it, because we're going to go to our interview.
Oh, I thought we were doing dead air.
Nah, we'll talk high school football instead. Ryan Buie came by the Pirate Radio studios earlier today, and we talked a lot of football, and here is that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the South Central Falcons, Ryan Buie. Ryan, appreciate you being here. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Trying to figure out this weather situation, but other than that, we're doing really good.
I mentioned on the show yesterday, like we're in these days where it's hot and then it rains and cools off, and it's happening every single day. Gets hot again, and I didn't think about how that's screwing y'all up. You mentioned that it was a very dry summer, and then right when you need some good weather, you're not getting it here lately.
Yeah, and we've got it's like our first day of hitting was scheduled for last night, and we ended up forced into the gym. So you can't really hit in the gym. So we're going to try it again tonight, and everything's on right now, but I do see storms out there. So I tell kids every day, football is a game of adversity and overcoming that, and the weather's part of that. So we just have to, if we have to go inside, we have to have championship caliber practices, because that's what good teams do.
I was talking to you a little bit before we got going, Ryan. I wanted to get to know you. So where are you from? Where'd you go to high school?
I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I went to Ocean Lakes High School. Football's pretty big up there. I spent my high school career injured, so that kind of forced me into watching a lot, and that's where I kind of grew to want to coach, just kind of seeing the way everything operated and understanding it from kind of a different perspective from being in there. I did get to play. I think I played 6 games. I dislocated my knee my senior year, but I still got to play about 6 games. So, but that's where I kind of got the coaching bug from, was just not being able to play and being forced into not playing after high school because my body wouldn't let me.
What, man, you mentioned a lot of great names, athletes from that area. Rattle off some of those for the listeners.
Percy Harvin is from up there. Michael Vick is one that I remembered when you walked out. Lawrence Taylor's from up there. Ronald Curry, David Wright, B.J. Upton, Justin Upton, Michael Kadire.
Man.
So it's a bunch of, and we have like 7 military bases or something up there. So you end up with kids from all over the country. So, you're playing against kids who might have been born in California or, wherever else. And the 757 area is just good at a lot of sports.
Yeah, I went to Conley. South Central did not exist when I went to high school. It came about a few years after I had graduated, but we've seen some Pirates come from South Central over the years, and we talked to Kendall Futrell recently, who is now a jackman in NASCAR, which is awesome. And it was great to catch up with him. He's a great dude. Keontae Anderson, Jeremy Lewis, and back in the day, Tyrell Worthington had committed to ECU in the baseball route, but some talent in the area. Let's talk about kind of the new stars at South Central. Who are some guys you're excited about this season?
Well, it's funny you mentioned Jeremy Lewis. He's on our staff.
Awesome.
So he's helping with our linebackers, and that is a fiery individual right there. He's you don't have to say anything to him to get him going. He's always on go, and I love that about him. And our kids feed off of that. Our athletes, we have Justin Blow. He's about 6'5", 220 right now. Plays defensive end and tight end. He's getting a lot of big-time D1 looks, but he doesn't specialize in any one sport. So he starts on the baseball team and throws 90 miles an hour. He starts at forward on the basketball team. And I just keep telling the college coaches, once he specializes in one sport, I think the sky's the limit for him.
Real quick on that, I always hear coaches say, we want our guys to play different sports, but also it can sometimes hamstring the athlete if they don't specialize. So it's kind of there's a good and bad to it, I guess.
Yeah, and I think if he was like a full year-round football player and lifting and eating for football,
right,
of course that would help him. But, I mean, I want the kid to go play everything he can play and give himself every opportunity that he can get.
Yeah.
As a football coach, I'm obviously, football, I'm hoping that route. But if he gets a big-time baseball offer, I mean, he's 6'5", throwing 90 miles an hour. If he gets big D1, I'm still going to be a huge Justin Blow fan because I love the kid. He's a good kid. He does everything the right way. I joke that he has a key to the school because he's always there. But yeah, that's what I'm telling the college coaches, look how good he is, and he's playing. He goes straight from football into basketball, straight from basketball into baseball, straight from baseball back to football. When you get him on a meal plan just for football and a weightlifting plan just for football, I really think, Sundays could be in his future because he is a special athlete.
What's the quarterback situation for you?
Our quarterback's Jalen Butts. He's grown a couple inches in the past year. He's about 6'4" right now, probably 210-ish. And he can run the ball. He's a really good athlete. And a lot of people might look at him and think that's what he wants to do. But he prefers to sit in the pocket and throw it around. And he's got a big arm, big-time arm talent. He turned the ball over last year, and it was his first year on varsity. So I think that schools, because there are, the D1 and D2 schools interested, they just want to kind of see him take care of the football. And, man, this summer, and spring and summer, he has done a great job of that. I think he had 1 interception throughout the whole 7-on-7 season. And that was on a Hail Mary, try to win the game against Verena out of Virginia, who's the number 1 rated team in Virginia. And that's the only one I can think of that he threw. So he's done a good job taking care of the football. But smart kid, can run the ball, is a physical runner when he does, but would prefer to sit back there and throw it around if he can.
I mean, it's old hat now, but it is cool to see how much passing goes on in high school football compared to whatever, 20, 30 years ago. And just the fact that you talk about pocket passer, taking care of the football, all that. What's kind of your run to pass ratio if you had a perfect script?
I would like to be probably 70% run. I like to I think running the ball establishes a physical dominance or kind of presence in the game. If you can get 4 yards at will, it kind of takes away the heart of the other team, in my opinion. So, we have creative ways to run the ball, and I would really like to run it. And I think if you can run the ball successfully, it opens up the game to pass the ball more efficiently and effectively to where they can't just drop back and put 7 or 8 in coverage, because if they do, you're going to run it right down their throat. And that's kind of been my philosophy. I was at Kinston High School before this, and we always had a reputation for throwing the ball. And I actually watched Coach Gieselman on another interview the other day talking about how successful we actually were running the ball. And that was kind of our secret, which isn't a secret, it's on film, but is that we ran the ball to be able to throw it.
You mentioned creative ways to run. It's nice if you just have a giant O-line and can run it behind the guard or tackle, whatever. But that's not always the case. You have to be creative. So, how much fun is that? How challenging is it to give the players different things to do, but also not overload them? How do you balance that?
Yeah, and then you have your systems and the ways you like to do things. And, I came in with things I like to do, but we've adapted everything to fit our kids. This year we do have a bigger, stronger offensive line, so we will be able to do a little bit more of the run right at you. But being able, like the motions and, orbits and all these other things, and we're going to toss it here and hand it here and try a little reverse here and there. I mean, it is fun to get creative like that. The kids enjoy it, getting out of the monotony of you drill your everyday plays. And you need those to be known like the back of your hand. But when they get to do something that's a little exotic or whatever, it definitely brings a different energy to practice. And we have fun designing it, and the kids have fun running that stuff.
Everybody wants the ball and to score a touchdown and be on the highlight tape. But do you still find kids that just like to block? Do you find linebackers that just like to hit? Do you still have those guys out there?
Yeah, and we have a kid, Caden Smith, and I really honestly think he's going to be a Saturday guy for sure. How big of a school, I'm not sure. I've been getting calls from ACC and a couple SEC, and of course, ECU's. He's been to ECU's camp and stuff there on him, but he's a kid that likes the physicality of football. He runs it for us, but defense is kind of where he flourishes, and he's made some hits where we're like, man, that was a great job separating that guy from the football. And he's basically like, what football? He was moving, so I hit him. So he's a physical kid. Our offensive line, I think, thoroughly enjoys getting to go just block people. We try and give them a lot of credit, and our running backs do, because they don't get any. But
yeah,
you got to love the game to go play down in the trenches, and they do a good job of it. But all of our guys, in my opinion, just being around them, the number one thing is win. And, of course, they want the football, and they want to get their personal stats. But I think at the end of the day, if the way they practice and play, they would give up those personal stats to win football games, because they really want to win.
Mention, talking to schools and coaches. How much has the transfer portal had a trickle-down effect as far as who's looking at high school kids?
It just seems to kind of delay everything a little bit, because all the schools want to kind of see – 6'5", 220 DN, but can I get that out of the portal first, out of a guy that's played for 2 or 3 years before I go after the high school guy? And the hardest part has been looking at guys that when I was at Kinston, 10 years ago, are no doubt D1 guys would have 20 offers right now and they don't have anything, and telling them, hey, the reality is you might have to go D2 and play for a year or two, and then they'll portal you out of there. And that's just hard, because I've got 4 or 5 guys right now that I know in 2015 would have a handful of offers already. And it's kind of slow moving, because schools, and, if I'm a coach and I can get a 3-year college guy at the same position that has shown that what they can do at the college level, of course you're going to try and jump on that. It's just kind of hurt the high school recruiting, in my opinion. But what it's helped is like D2 and D3 schools that are getting access to kids that they wouldn't have gotten access to in the past, which is, good for them. It's just a lot of kids have those D1 dreams, and I think those are still quite possible. It just might be an extra step to get there.
Ryan Bowie joining us. Man, I missed the event on Friday. Had another lunch event to attend, but missed talking to you guys, and certainly missed the great food at the establishment. But how about the coaches poll? I don't know how much you care about it, but it was interesting to see Conley pick third. I think they're young but talented. J.H. Rose second, Jacksonville first. And where do you think about, what do you think about that and where you guys slotted?
I mean, you don't want to put too much stock into them.
Yeah.
But as a coach, seeing like what other coaches think about kind of what you're doing, you do look at that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And these are all coaches that I respect, that I've known for a while, and trying to build programs like they've built. So honestly, to see us, a couple, I think they said we were voted like 4th or 3rd or something like that. And, to not be voted last, kind of move up there and have a couple people see, it means something. I think we're doing things the right way. I voted the poll exactly how it came out. So
Okay.
when they told me the results, it was the exact order I had put it in. So, I do think Conley they're just such a disciplined and physical football team that you kind of know that even though they unload guys, they're going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. They're going to do their job. They're going to be where they're supposed to be, and that makes them dangerous. And it shows, when they're playing Rose and you look at it on paper, talent-wise, you think Rose has the advantage and Conley gets them. And it's because they're going to do what they're supposed to do and be disciplined and be where they're supposed to be. I had Rose. I had to sit down and think a while, honestly, between Rose and Jacksonville. But, Jacksonville's just such a physical football team. But Rose has the potential with the talent they have and the coaches they have on staff to do, what they're talking about doing, even though we're hoping to disappoint them this year. They are a very talented football team.
Talked to Nate Connor and Will Bland earlier this week, but Nate said something interesting. I'd like to check. I know in college that this isn't the case for every conference. I'd like to check every NFL division to see if it's the case. But he said every coach was returning in the league. And, that doesn't sound like much, but these days, in any level, wow, that's pretty cool to have it. So there's some familiarity, I guess, with the teams. And hey, I'm just glad to hear that, to see guys sticking around,
Yeah, and when I sit in that room, if I'm being honest, it feels like I don't belong in there. And I've been at it a long time, and I've been an assistant for a long time. That's how I've kind of gotten to know these guys, is like 7-on-7s or even games, and like playing Jacksonville a few years ago. I'm just sitting there, and these guys have tons of wins under their belt, and some of them have won rings and been to Eastern regions and all these other things. And I'm just, it almost feels, surreal kind of sitting in there with them and having a team that has to go play against these guys and prepare for these guys. And that's kind of the intensity I bring to our coaching staff, is there are no weeks off in this conference. So we better, if we are not prepared, and last year I thought we were prepared for Rose and they still beat us up pretty good. So you just have to be ready to go every week in this conference. No one's going to give you a week off. No one's going to pull any punches. Everyone's trying to win every week, and that's what makes it fun.
Mentioned 7-on-7s. What are you guys able to do? Like, I know ECU has like a Beast of the East or whatever. There's all these different things, but what are you able to do team-wise during the off season? And then, what are your individual players? Are they getting games in or any kind of stuff like that?
Yeah, so we go 3 days a week in the summer, and that's team practices. This year we introduced, like Friday was like a recovery day. Coach Udon Cheek.
Oh, man.
From
got a hell of a
ECU
staff,
track.
yeah.
And his son plays for us, so he's not actually on our staff, but he would come out and like stretch the guys.
Awesome. He's a great dude.
And, just help them kind of recover from a week of football practice. And I think it was very beneficial. It started out with 5 or 6 guys and ended up with, several guys coming out and doing those things. A lot of our guys train with them for speed outside of school. So 7-on-7 season, we did go to the Beast of the East, and we lost 2 games. We lost to Millbrook on a last-second pass that they completed, and our guy jumped for it and just missed it by a quarter of an inch. He jumped a little early, and we lost to Verena, who won the whole thing by 1 point, and is ranked number 1 in Virginia. So we made a good showing there, but tell our guys every day, everyone looks good in shorts.
Yeah.
Now it's time to find out what we've really got.
And look, you mentioned a lot of great coaches in this league, a lot of good offenses. Who's going to play the best defense, and where do your guys sit right there? How you feeling about your guys defensively?
I'm trying. Jacksonville's going to have a very good defense. but I think ours is going to be up there with the conference, and you don't know until Friday nights when you put on the pads. But I do know we have players all over the place. We are physical football team. I'm doing a lot of whoa at practice and not a lot of go, which is a good sign. I'm having to tone them down a lot, especially in the summer when you're not hitting, and they're trying to get a little bit of extra contact in. And for a football team, that's a good sign, in my opinion, is that they like to be physical. But Conley going to be hard hitting and disciplined. So, it's hard to tell. Rose is going to be athletic and strong, but I just feel like our guys are going to go out there and compete with the best defenses in the conference.
Happens with every team, every level. I saw Hard Knocks last night, first episode, and Mike McDonald was breaking up a few fights, and he even said fighting's okay, but this is ridiculous. Come on, we got work to do.
Yeah.
I guess. How much are you finding yourself having to just, hey guys, come on, we're teammates?
It's quite a bit in the summer. You get tired of seeing each other.
Yeah.
And little stupid things can turn into we're going to swing. And we've had to break up a couple at practice, but I think we had a drill this summer, and it's 50%. We're going 50. We're just getting to our blocks to kind of see how it's going to develop. And next thing I know, the corner and the receiver are getting after it. And it was over. He didn't like where he put his hands. But I tell the guys every day, if you go into the locker room, we all love each other. We're a family. But if everyone likes each other, we didn't practice hard enough. We weren't physical enough. We didn't get after it hard enough. Someone got you at practice, or you got somebody, and not everyone is pleased when you go in the locker room. That means you had a good practice. But what I like about our guys, like the receiver and the linebacker that kind of got after it, we had a couple linemen do the same thing. You look over 5 minutes later, they're chumming it up.
Yeah.
Trying to play at the water cooler or whatever. So they kind of get over it quick and move on. But I like that we're fiery and intense and competitive, and we're not afraid to mix it up.
I know, at the college level, you see these teams go to the hospitals or do events, do stuff out in the public to do some charity work, but also team bonding stuff. And I don't know, you're able to do that at high school. There's cliques in high school and friends, but you want your guys to be the family. How do you kind of help that part of it?
So we try and do some outreach stuff like that. We go to churches for meals and stuff. We were going to get kids off the bus at the elementary school last year, and it fell apart at the last minute on us. But I want to get us to like a team camp.
Yeah.
We're actually fundraising right now for this season, but I'm hoping to get our fundraiser account to a point where we can do team camps. And we always did it when I was in high school, just getting away from girlfriends and family and everything else. And you're just focused on football and your teammates.
Yeah.
I think it's really beneficial. Kinston, we did it every year. And getting kids out of their normal surroundings and somewhere new, and all they have to lean on is each other. I think it helps build camaraderie and good teammates, and something we can't do right now, but I would love to, and we are working as a coaching staff. It's something we want to do, and we're working. I've got a coach selling the fundraiser cards with the kids because it means that much to us to kind of raise money and do what we want to do with our guys.
South Central, history of good athletes. Chris Cherry had a dynasty there. Girls basketball, the baseball program, I think volleyball, everything. Do you feel, first of all, it's great to be in that kind of atmosphere. Is there like pressure for you to hold up your end of the bargain on the football field? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I coached girls basketball with Coach Duck for 2 years, got to go to that regional final.
Yeah.
I coached baseball with Coach McCray for 2 years and got to go to a state championship. I talk to Coach McCray, he's our athletic director, about it every day. That coaching is strange because I feel really confident in what we do and that we're doing it the right way. And I'm also extremely nervous that we're not going to perform the way I think we can and kind of uphold those expectations. Coach McCray's got very high expectations of me and of the football team. He says we're the front porch of the school, and that's what everyone sees when they come in. And I do know we're working hard. We're working hard in the weight room. We're doing the right things. We have a 35-ish kid freshman class in this year, which is great for us.
Yeah.
We're getting the kids from the middle schools. I'm hitting, the sidewalks out there, going to practices and games and just being around those kids at the middle school level. Not even recruiting per se, just being around, so that they can see that we're going to come support them and watch what they do. And I think that's benefited us in getting kids to the school. And if we get, another 35 kid class next year, and then the year after, we're going to be sitting at 100 kids and we'll be in good shape. So it's a lot of pressure, but pressure is a privilege. So the success of the school is what's delivering that pressure, and that's a good thing. And we're going to try and contribute to that success. And our guys are primed, I feel like, to do that this year.
You said something there too that's foreign to me from when I went to school, and that's you just went to school where you were from.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit different, right? Yep. So you that's a big change as well. You want to keep the guys in your backyard if you can, certainly. Well, Ryan, we'll wrap it up. What if the season goes like you want it to, what does that mean happen on the field? Like what needs to go right for you every Friday night?
So we want to play really good defense. It's kind of what we're hanging our hat on. That's where our best players are all on defense. And most of them play both ways, but if they're going to get a blow, no pun intended, it's going to be on offense, because our defense is just what we're going to kind of hang our hat on. We're physical. We're going to fly around. We're going to make tackles. If everything goes like I expect it to or want it to, we want to be in competition for the conference. And to do that, you're going to have to beat really good football teams that are ranked top in the state. And we just want to be in football games and have a chance to compete and win at the end of those games. And if the season goes the way we want it to, we'll have a chance to compete for our conference.
Virginia Beach guys, so that means Redskins, Commanders fan?
Panthers. So they came around.
All right, fair enough.
They came into existence right when I was getting into football, that elementary school age. And my mom was a big Commanders fan, and my dad's actually a Vikings fan because he's from Minnesota.
Okay.
But I've always kind of just done my own thing.
Yeah.
So when the Panthers came along, I was like, I'm going to go with the new team.
I guess I was 13, 14, but at that point, I'd been to some Washington games, didn't want to make the switch, so never made the switch over. But Panthers, trying to get back to the playoffs. So
yeah. I like Bryce Young a lot. I think he's a good leader. I was on another interview the other day, and they asked me about the Panthers, and him getting sat and kind of being able to reset, I think, was the best thing for him. Watching a veteran go in and do it and just kind of learn from him, because since he's come back, he's been a really good quarterback for us.
Ryan, looking forward to seeing what the Falcons can do this year, man. We'll keep in touch, and we'll get you on during the season, but good luck to you and the guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Ryan Buie, head coach, South Central Football Falcons, joining us. I like talking to these high school guys. It's got an old school feel to it. Not about the money as much as the love of the game, the smell of the grass, the band, the fans, and all that. So we will talk Aiden Grifton football coming your way Thursday on Pirate Radio Live with Garrett Wingate. We will talk Pirate football and more when we return with Donnell Coley from the Daily Reflector. He joins us after this.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Bring the taste of New England to your table at Basil's. Try the crispy clam fritters, fresh Cape Cod chopped salad, classic linguine with clam sauce, or the savory Clams Casino pizza. Every dish is packed with bold coastal flavor and made fresh just for you. Pair it with your favorite beer, wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted cocktails. Eat local, drink local. Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hi, I'm Shay Asby.
And I'm Beth Everett.
At NC On Point, experience the thrill of professionally guided quail, chucker, pheasant, and even duck hunts on one of North Carolina's premier hunting preserves. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or headed to the field for the very first time, we can make that day an unforgettable one. Don't have a bird dog? We've got you covered. Our experienced guides hunt with professionally trained bird dogs and a comfortable on-site lodge that lets you unwind after an incredible day in the field.
So gather your friends, book your hunt, and start making memories that last a lifetime. Visit nconpoint.com today. Go Pirates!
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch Bundt Cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a Bundt Cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bunt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. DC, Donnell Coley from the DR, Daily Reflector, joining us on PRL. Hello, Donnell.
Yo.
How we doing?
Doing all right, man. Football season, baby.
It is.
Officially football season.
Got an opportunity to hear from Blake Harrell today. Were you out there for the first part of it as well?
Yes.
And you were as well, Jared?
Yeah.
So what did you guys see with your own eyes that is worth telling the listeners today?
Just the speed of how everything went, man. I mean, we kind of got used to that last year with everything and how fast the offense moves, but it seemed
increased, if you can even believe that, like the speed and the tempo of how things were going.
So Blake Harrell did say yesterday on the Brian Bailey show he wants day one to not look like it's day one. He wanted the guys to be fluid. I don't want to have to catch you up on stuff. Let's get out there. Let's get our work in. From what you saw, was that accomplished?
That was definitely accomplished. Usually we get out there and they're stretching and they're doing stuff. Like it was a little, they stretched actually probably 10 or 15 minutes after they started doing stuff this time. So definitely worth our time being out there.
Jarrett, thoughts on that?
It's about the same as it always is. It's just, I'm not familiar with a lot of these people, so it was nice to get familiarized and see what I'm more interested in, which is the offensive line and the running backs. Quarterback will figure itself out.
Are you, again, you are a guy that sticks to your takes, even if they're wrong over time, you will stick to it. You said something off the air about a position group. Are you willing to say it on the air?
The running backs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. I've said on the air since March, we're going to have one of the best running back rooms in the conference.
You have said that.
Without knowing who's in the other running back room.
Sure.
But I saw today and just some tempo drills, and once again, it's the first day of camp. I'm going to put a lot into it, but you shouldn't. There were some gaps made by the offensive line, and the running backs seem to have a little breakaway from them.
Brock Spalding was asked by John Gruden, a couple of guys on offense he's excited to play with, and he said Landon Sides and Ashton Gray.
Yeah.
A couple of North Texas guys.
I mean, you saw what Ashton Gray can do in this Jordan Davis offense in the bowl game, had over 200 yards, a couple touchdowns. So I'm expecting big things from him. Mago Allen.
Mago.
There's a lot of names. TJ Engelman coming back. He really came into his role late last year.
DeJuan Lacey looked good and very minimal.
I
like a full running back room. And we had a guy on the show yesterday that's a former Pirate, Marlon Gunn, who I don't know where this thing's going to go, Donnell, about the players that are eligible. And Blake Harrell said yesterday on the Brian Bailey show he doesn't want to get into hypotheticals, wants to coach the guys he has. But once a official resolution is made, it will be interesting to see if Gunn or J.D. Lampley or Sam Danka get an opportunity to come back on the team. It's crazy.
What world are we living
I know,
in right now, man? How is this possible? How?
This one kind of got me. Like, somehow I've just gone along with everything else. This one, this is dumb.
Crazy that
the timing of it is insane.
Guys who participated in rookie minicamp, like Sam Danka for the Broncos, can come back and now play. I don't think this will happen. I think it just it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, you've had these guys since February. They've gone through spring ball. They've gone through their summer sessions. You're on the first day of fall camp, 5 weeks out from the first game, and you're going to bring 3 guys in who haven't been with the team since the bowl game.
Jamie asked, was Marlon Gunn or Sam Danka there today?
They were not.
Okay.
Not as far as I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe J-Bone saw. I don't know. I didn't see him.
Yeah, and Blake Harrell said that he was talking about the judge yesterday was not getting involved with transfer portal, roster limits, all that stuff. So that's why I think that this eventually will be a nothing burger. I think if you want to get crazy, let's get crazy. And Donnell, these players are eligible to go back to their teams or enter. It's not the transfer portal site. It's a whole new site. It's the free agent site, college football free agency. Put them in a pool, and you're adding. You lose a running back week 4, you can scoop up Marlon Gunn. You lose a pass rusher week 7, and Minnesota is bringing in J.D. Lampley because we don't have his rights anymore. Because it's like, let's get stupid, man. Let's open up trades. Let's do everything.
Man,
it's nuts.
I actually like it the way you just said that. If they're allowed to do that, then okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine. You want to play a couple games? All right, go ahead.
Let's get wild.
I mean, think of the education, man. These kids need to be in school.
Jarrett's a big education guy. As long as it's not you, right?
Yeah, as long as I don't have to go to school. Yeah, I'm pro education. I did my time.
Those guys did their school enough. They got
that's the funny thing too. They've graduated.
Well, we all have heard stories from some other universities. Are they actually going to class?
Well, you're the one that says they
need to, but are they?
All right, let's hear. You want to talk about the running back room? Hear about the running back room? Let's go cut 8 on the cut sheet, Jared, as Blake Harrell spoke about the running back room. A question by Jared Watkins.
Yeah, that running back room is awesome. Like those young men work. Coach Griffin's doing a great job in there. Super excited to have him in Greenville, him and his family. Just really good people, the whole family there. But he is pushing that running back room. Obviously, the newcomers, Ashton Gray and Michael Allen, have been very impressive. And Michael Allen's a guy that it continues to grow on you each and every day. And he had a great summer. May have been our fastest running back or one of our fastest running backs in the room, the biggest vertical, the best squat, really impressive weight room numbers. Now, he's obviously got to take that to the grass, but he's done a great job, and just looking forward to him getting back to dominant football. I know he's had a tough career, battled some injuries, but I'm looking for big things out of him. Ashton Gray is another one we've talked about. You see the athleticism there. I want to see what he's going to do during the tough times. Is he going to put the team on his back? Is he going to get the extra yards? Is he going to take care of the football? And DeJuan Lacey, we already mentioned a little bit. Great to have him back. And then T.J. Engelman. T.J. Engelman's a guy that come back, on late in the year last year. He's wearing a single digit this year, so he kind of threw me off this morning. It's like, who's this new guy here? But he's doing a great job. And I was kind of barking at the running back room a little bit, because today one of our main focuses was the football. Turnover margin. I think we were top 10, top 12 in the nation last year in turnover margin. Made a huge difference in tight ball games. If you look at the year before, it was the opposite way and didn't go our way sometimes. Okay, so we got to do a great job of that. And I think we went through about 9 games last year of not fumbling the football in the running back room. So I was kind of getting on the running backs, TJ in particular, because ninth game, he's the one who put the ball on the ground, just about ball security and doing those little things, because that will make a difference in a ball game. I think we have an opportunity, a chance to be a good football team. But if we don't take care of the football, some of the other stuff won't matter.
And a lot of times your running back is as good as your offensive line. And we want, these guys can get out in space and make plays. That's great. But what can you do in the trenches, though? The point of impact. And
saw that with Ashton Genty last year.
Yeah. I mean, obviously a dynamic running back, millions of yards in college, and did not have anywhere to run with the Raiders. But that is going to be obviously something to look at. And Jared, you said you were interested in it. Did you see anything today, O-line wise?
Yeah, gaps in the tempo drills where they're running the ball. I mean, we're there for 15, 20 minutes. Not going to see too much.
I know, and that's a good disclaimer to tell folks. But we're out. If you're out there, say what you saw. Anything else stand out to you, Donnell?
I think that room. I mean, talking about the linemen, the O-line. I think that is the group that's more advanced right now, the most advanced on this team, and less of the position battles and all that. I think we know 5, 6 guys. I think we know who they are right now. So I think that's a good sign. You got a good little line there. That's the foundation where you can operate your offense.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we'll talk quarterbacks with Donnell Coley. Also, the all-time leading rusher in ECU football history, Hall of Famer Junior Smith, joins us in hour number 3. And we'll talk to him about some of his memories, fall camp memories as a player and coach here at East Carolina, and hear from Blake Harrell and get Junior's thoughts on that. A lot more football talk to go on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
The very best bagels in Greenville are at Bagel Man. Bagel Man is open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're on the go, place your order ahead of time online at ncbagelman.com. Start your day with a breakfast sandwich or for lunch. Try a tuna melt, pastrami sandwich, panini, or specialty wrap. And everyone loves Bagel Man's fresh-made desserts and pastries. Bagel Man is where Pirate Nation fuels up for game day or any day. Bagel Man, 1904 Fire Tower Road in Greenville. And stay tuned for the new Bagel Man location opening soon. Go Pirates!
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray from Carolina Caliber. Whether you're getting pumped to cheer on the Pirates or prepping for a deer stand, here's a reminder. There's a time to amp it up and a time to tone it down. Save the noise for game day. Quiet your cannon with a suppressor from Carolina Caliber. We specialize in making suppressor ownership easier than ever, guiding you through every step of the process. We carry top brands like Silencer Co., Surefire, Thunderbeast Arms, Huxworks, Bergara, and many more. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart is your premier locally owned and operated country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They have 3 locations to serve you on Highway 11 in Bethel, Highway 903 in Stokes, and their newest location, Highway 11 across from Aiden Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Donnell Coley, Daily Reflector, joining us. Donnell asked in hour number 1. I'll ask you in hour number 2. When will we know who the starting quarterback is for ECU?
I think it's going to go right down to the wire, man. We're talking way after the second scrimmage. So might even be right before week 1.
All right. So, we had 2 different down to the wire answers. Jarrett and I are going with the Monday press conference before Alabama.
Okay.
Chandler and
that's where I'm at.
Jackson are going when they run out on the field for their first offensive possession. That has been done before, even though we all knew who the quarterback was going to be. But Ruff's first year, Ruff and Lincoln, we had a backup, Brad Warnick, and they brought in a Dominique Davis from Boston College, and we all knew he was going to be the quarterback, but for some reason they never announced it until he's out there for the first snap. So we have seen it before at East Carolina where they never announced the quarterback. I don't know. I think he does at least by that Monday press conference, before the Bama game.
I agree. That'll be, but really, I don't think it matters because he's consistently saying now that 2 quarterbacks are going to play.
Yeah.
They're going to play. Both quarterbacks are going to play.
He did say today he wants to see somebody separate, though. But
seems to me like he likes both of them. So they're going to play. One's going to start. He's like, hey, if I need to throw in one for a series or a half, I'm going to throw. So it's going to get
our
messy.
quarterback? Great question, Tony Collins.
It's going to get messy.
Who is our quarterback? Talked to Tony last week. He's fired up to come back on this football season and talk some football with us. Donnell, what other we said earlier, like, are we going to go out there every media opportunity and ask about the quarterbacks? Probably. But what else are you curious in this fall camp? If you curious with your eyeballs, curious to ask Coach Harrell, what are you interested in?
So today I asked him about leadership. That was, day one type stuff. Like I always want to see who's stepping forward.
Was that the Bryce Weaver?
Leader? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to definitely play that one.
That's what I wanted to see first of all. And then maybe later on we'll start discussing these other. Nobody's talking about defense. Like there's tons of position battles on defense and nobody's asked yet about that. So we're going to have to get to that. But I think those are 2 things that I'm looking towards right now. Just definitely defense, especially the secondary. Gotta know what's going on in the secondary.
Calm down, Donnell. It's the first day. We'll get to those questions.
Nobody's talking about defense, Jared.
Man.
Ever since fall camp started, nobody has mentioned defense. Which it started this morning.
I mean, hell, somebody asked about Ryan Roseborough and asked about offense for him.
Yeah, they did. Oh, man.
You calling out Pill?
No.
Matt says maybe the new quarterback can throw for 5 touchdowns in his debut like Dominique Davis. That'd be nice. And also a Hail Mary to win the game. Pirates beat Tulsa 50-something to 40-something on a Hail Mary on a Sunday season opener.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. A hot one against Tulsa. Hell of a debut for Ruffin McNeil and Dominique Davis and crew. Donnell, we're talking about it off the air, Hall of Fame game coming up. And had a guy, our buddy, Big Daddy, Brian, was here and on Monday, and he said, Hall of Fame game coming up this week, and he's a Panthers fan. I was like, yeah, you gonna watch it? And he said, no. I was like, you're gonna watch the kickoff? And he's like, I won't. He said, if I start watching it, I'll probably watch the whole thing, and I'd rather just watch none of it. So I said, okay, interesting philosophy. How much will you be watching tomorrow night?
I usually watch like the first 2 series. I'll usually watch that.
I'm definitely gonna watch the kickoff. I'm not gonna commit to anything else after that.
I want to watch Carson Beck.
Yeah.
When the Panthers go on the field, I'll look away.
I want to see if Marvin Harrison plays, and did he forget how to catch a football? Is that overblown? Have you all seen this? They have clips of him in practice, like dropping balls and stuff. And
it's odd how like he didn't just take off like the rest of them have taken off, the really good, high level Blitnikoff receivers.
Well, he was can't miss.
Yeah.
And so far, he hasn't.
Can't catch.
He has not lived up to it.
I mean, it's all situations and whatnot, and Arizona has been kind of down.
Yeah. A lot depends on where you go, who's your quarterback, but
even the balls that like you're like, oh, he's got, you saw him catch that a million times in Ohio State, and it's like, wait, what's going on with this dude, man?
Who's the guy? It's one of the best receivers in football, Jamar Chase. People freaked out about him because he said the ball was different in the NFL, and they were like, this guy, watch out,
bust.
He's not going to be he's a bust. He's another Bengals bust, and he's arguably the best receiver in NFL.
They still should have taken Penei Sewell.
Again, Jarrett's going to stick to his takes, and I don't hate that. I thought it was dumb to take a receiver as well.
Yeah, I mean, both have been great, both all pro.
And they did get to a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Yes.
They didn't win it. Penei Sewell's never been to a Super Bowl.
No, been to a conference championship.
and also didn't get to one because they lost to Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. What do you think about Stephon Diggs in 2026?
Oh, are we doing that? Do we
Washington
care about
picked him up.
Oh, yeah.
That's my question. Do you?
Yeah, I don't care about him.
You know what? I don't
I'm
like
not thinking about it.
not only with your words, but the face you made, Donnell.
The guy played in the Super Bowl
Do you need a
last year.
trash can to throw up in?
He played in the Super Bowl.
You had a physical reaction to my question.
Yeah. I mean, just because he garners so much attention from the media, and it's just like, all right, if this was 10 years ago, that'd be fine. But it's not.
Probably because he's a good player, he garnishes that attention.
There's another one of Jared's takes that Stephon Diggs has no off the field concerns or issues.
Oh boy,
I don't know where. Yeah.
Look up the court documents, man. All charges were dropped.
Yeah, they were. He's right. He's right about that.
Donnell, appreciate you dropping by, man. We'll see you back here next week. We'll see you out at football practice, and man, it's going to be a fun run to get to September 5th.
Beautiful thing.
Looking forward to it. Appreciate you joining us, man. Check out Donnell's work, pages of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com. When we return, ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith joins us. Hour 3, back with you after this timeout.
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party, brought to you by East Coast Grading, UBE, Aldridge and Sutherland Realtors, The Buck, Ron Ayers Motorsports, Dirty Dan's, The Gold Store, Tiebreakers, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.com.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Get our New Blue Pirate Report. Brought to you by New Blue. If you have issues with your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, whatever you need at your home, New Blue is ready to help you out. Call nublue.com, and we got a great pirate to have our pirate report with today, and that is the Hall of Famer Junior Smith. Junior, good to see you again. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here, Clip.
Appreciate
There's
you.
nothing like the energy in Greenville, especially on Pirate Radio.
You got a little pep in your step today. Day 1 of fall camp. You excited? Ready to get this thing going?
I mean, I get excited anytime I come in this studio, man. It's a beautiful place in here, man. You guys do a great job, so it's awesome to be here.
All right. I like to hear that, too. I got a question, Junior. Is your name Junior, or are you a junior and that's a nickname?
So I am a junior. My first name is Wardell Smith. My dad's senior, obviously, and I just grew up under junior.
You always been junior.
Yeah, I'm set the records with junior, so I just stayed with that name. My wife calls me Wardell.
So what did they call? So like I'm Clifton the third. My dad and granddad same name, but we all went by Clip. So I was Lil Clip, and I'm not little, but like when you were growing up, did they call you Junior? Or were you
Junior?
Junior,
yeah,
okay.
Mom said Junior.
Junior, that's fancy right there. A good deal. Well, the Junior Smith name will live forever in pirate lore, I'm sure, and E. Smith lore as well. So
sounds good.
Awesome stuff. All right, day 1 of fall camp. You can answer this the same, or it can be 2 different answers. What do you remember about fall camp as a player and then as a coach? Are the feelings different?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So as a player, as a freshman, what I can remember is the anxiety coming in. You know, you hearing all summer long about your conditioning tests. When we came in, we had to do a mile run, and that was timed. And I can remember some of the freshmen falling out and not completing the mile run, those types of things. The complexity of the playbook, you know, coming in, and they hand you this playbook and pass protections and runs and passes and you know, I remember that part of it as a player, and then from a medical standpoint, every practice you had to be taped. You know, you had to go get treatment every day after practice and those types of things. So that's what I remember as a freshman. As a senior, I remember as a player coming in, and we were coming off a 2-9 season. So it's more like coming in with a chip on your shoulder. Mm-hmm. Like we had already been like 11-1, and it was like, let's get this program back on track. So it was like everything the coach was saying, like you were just like locked in and loaded and just trying to be the best player you can be as a senior to, you know, try to put the program back where you know what we had experienced before. As a coach, you took the positive things you remembered as a player and maybe some things you didn't like as a player and tried to fix those. So how did you handle it from a coaching perspective? from a coach's perspective, it was pretty interesting because the first thing you would come into camp and you would look at your freshmen. You want to, that first year with Skip, we want to see, like, okay, we just put so much work into the recruiting, and we want to see how those freshmen look. Everybody talked about the 2-star, the 3-star, all that stuff was out the window. Now you're on campus. Yeah. We want to see, your football IQ, we want to see if you were tough, we want to see if you were sitting around in the air conditioner all summer. So I remember that, wanting to see how your freshmen, came in. And I remember the older guys when they came into camp, how they would all move into the dorms. And we were building that unity. We were eating all the meals together, just kind of building that unity, getting ready for the season, creating a culture.
Junior Smith joining us, I guess a sophomore on that team would have been Chris Johnson. Is that right?
Yeah,
I believe in 2005.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking up the roster. I'm trying to see who else the running backs were your first year here.
Okay. Dominique Lindsay, I think
from
Brandon
Charlotte.
Fractious.
Oh, yeah. Transfer guy, I believe. Talented guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
There was another kid, I think it was Robert Townsend, I believe it was Robert Tillman.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I remember that name as well.
He was kind of like, him and Chris are like neck and neck in speed.
But he was kind of a gadget guy, too, if I recall.
He moved on receiver, running back, same type of thing we did with Chris. But those guys were similar. Like that kid, he had the chance to go to the next level, but just some things that came up in front of him. But I remember it.
Junior, let's play Cut 6. Jared, and this was Donnell's question. Apparently, heard Bryce Weaver being the voice out there, former D.H. Conley Viking O-lineman, who is going to be a big part of ECU's O-line this year. Nice. But he was asked he talked about Bryce Weaver and also said who are the other big voices on the team.
I can't believe you heard Bryce Weaver out there today. Somebody told me about it last fall. I think it was maybe at the Tiebreaker show. That his nickname was Juicy, so I just been calling him Juicy now. That's how I get him going. And then the 2.5. So it was Amos Wilson's birthday. Happy birthday to Amos. And they all gave him the 2.5 too because he's from Greenville. But Bryce is an energy guy, really a guy that gets them going offensively. Defensively, it's Preston Carr, and there's various guys over there, DJ Johnson, and they all do it in their own way. Julian Davis is another voice, but each and every guy kind of leads and steps up in their own way. We got to get more of that. I think offensively, that O-line, Brandon Best, Carson Jones, a little bit different energy than Bryce. Bryce is kind of that hype energy, with those other two guys are all business. But it needs to be a mixture of that, and it's going to take a lot of different guys to get it done, because there can be a play where you're not at your best, but the guy beside you is, and he's helping you get back to that level.
All right, so how about Junior? What you talked about your senior year, chip on the shoulder. Mm-hmm. You led by example, I'm sure. Did you lead by voice as well? Were you one of the voices?
I was one of the voices, but I think it's initially you put the work in first. Like everybody comes out day one, like excited, happy. It's easy day one. But, can you be consistent for how many days of camp? 20 days of camp. So I used to always just try to put that work in, be first in conditioning, just be right there, encouraging my teammates throughout the day, things like that. And once you do that, and then they see you putting that work in every day, and now you can be a voice. So I think you got to put the work in kind of first.
Yeah.
And then once you establish yourself as that, then you become that leader, and everybody looks at it and say, hey, we know. He measures up.
Let's hear cut 2, Jared. Blake Harrell's asked how he compares day one today versus day one of spring with this football team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, where you are at day one. Are you happy? Are you satisfied with it? And I think we are ahead from where we were in the spring. I think we've obviously made tremendous growth since January, tremendous growth since, spring practice. And I've seen guys that have joined our program. I've seen guys who have been in our program step up, and they all know the standard. They know the accountability piece, and they're pushing to uphold that standard and that accountability and protect the culture. But you're never satisfied as a coach. I think, if you look at practice overall today, that's an okay practice if you want to be a 500 football club. We got to go push this thing, and that's not our goals. That's not our expectations or aspirations. We got to go push this thing out the roof, and we got to go fight for it. I do think we see some good things out there. We're operating offensively at a much higher level than we did in the spring, but we should be. We've had about 12 OTAs this summer. They had a few player-led practices as well on their own. We should be operating at a higher level. Defensively, I was a little disappointed that we weren't operating at a higher level. We got to do a better job matching routes, getting some reroutes in there, and fixing those things up. So some things to clean up, but that's why you go practice. That's why you watch the film and push through it there.
All right, Blake Harrell was on the Brian Bailey Show yesterday, Junior, and he said, "What do you want to see, day one?" And he said, "I don't want it to look like day one." Like he wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like he wanted them to come in sharp, and
absolutely.
I guess from that perspective, it was okay, but said he still wanted to clean some things up.
Well, absolutely. You want to take that momentum you had from winning that bowl game, and then you feel like you had a good recruiting class, and so you want to come in and you want to make an immediate impact. I think our eyes should be on, those new coordinators. Yeah. Everybody's talking about the players and this and that, but
good point.
We replaced a lot of coaches with the two coordinators, the running backs coach, and so we had some excellent coaches last year, and I'm sure these guys are excellent as well, but they're coming in, they're trying to get to learn and the new players and the system, and so our eyes on the Jordan guys.
Yeah.
They're two coordinators. How about that?
We'll see how the Jordans, I tell you what, that Jordan had it working at North Texas last year as one of the top offenses in the nation. And has got a lot to work with here at ECU this year. And on that note, more so the players, but the coaches as well. Blake Harrell talked about having to gel so many guys together when you have so many new incoming players cut three.
Yeah, just understanding the tempo, understanding the expectations. I think our staff has done a really good job of communicating those things and making sure each individual understands that. The players that are already here in place that, have developed through the years are also holding their teammates accountable. And we got to get more guys on board, more guys that are interactive and more guys that, in the meetings today, I was a little disappointed that, as we talk about some things, we're not getting a loud enough echo from the back. And some of it's just the new guys in the back, the freshmen that don't quite understand that expectation of it. So we got to do a better job with those little things. And as we say, like little things, how we do everything, and that'll make the difference in tight ball games.
I like that he's disappointed kind of in some they're not like big issues, you know what I'm saying? Like that shows his standard, I think, and how he wants this thing to operate. And I like to hear Blake Harrell overall is a very positive guy. So at times I think a coach is just looking for negatives so guys don't, get complacent, right? So
exactly. Yeah.
But I like that he's really setting the standard, Junior.
Yeah, I really like Coach Blake. I think that he just the culture that he's creating. I think the passion, just the knowledge. I think he's a motivator, and it's pretty cool to see how this program is growing up under him.
Junior Smith here. Let's take a break. We got a question for Junior in the chat. We'll get to that in our next segment, and also more from Blake Harrell and more Pirate football talk as we roll on hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday after this.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Recalculating. You are now in the middle of nowhere. Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Bring the taste of New England to your table at Basil's. Try the crispy clam fritters, fresh Cape Cod chopped salad, classic linguine with clam sauce, or the savory Clams Casino pizza. Every dish is packed with bold coastal flavor and made fresh just for you. Pair it with your favorite beer, wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted cocktails. Eat local, drink local. Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, they take the stress out of car care and deliver high-quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure, just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service across from Speedway on Charles Boulevard. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Jared Watkins, the Jackman Jackson on a video, and the Hall of Famer Junior Smith here joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, the First Flight Credit Union studios. Jamie has a question for Junior. 2 questions, actually. What is your best piece of sports memorabilia?
What's up, Jamie? How you doing today, man? I hope you're doing well. I would say probably we're sitting here talking, I think probably my bowl rings. I think I got 2 as a player and 5 as 4 bowls as a coach and 2 championship rings as a coach with East Carolina on it. So I keep those rings like in a little trophy case. I got one on today, so that's probably one.
Which one is that today?
This one here is the 2009 season for the Liberty Bowl.
Good deal. And do you have anything? So you're the jock. We're jock sniffers, I guess is what you'd call us. So we collect other guys' stuff. Do you have any memorabilia like from other players or teammates or anything, or is it all
I have some stuff from Chris Johnson and a lot of my former players.
Yeah.
I got some nice pictures, autographed pictures and frames that's in my office.
That's cool.
I have.
Good deal. Yeah. And question 2, your favorite running back when you were growing up that you wanted to be like?
Oh, Barry Sanders.
How are you taller than Barry? Because he was
I thought I was, but until the scouts measured me.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Reality check.
Man, he was a special dude.
Speaking of that, we've been talking about maybe getting up with one of the former Pirate running backs, Jarris McPhail.
All right.
Played, with the Dolphins, but he played with Detroit Lions while Barry Sanders was there. So he has some little Barry Sanders stories, and he played with both of us, obviously, and he always gave me my credit.
Jarris McPhail, Chandler will be excited about that because he was a Clinton guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yep.
And famously ran, what was this 40 time that was in the paper? Chandler said
4.2, 4.24, 4.3. He was the fastest Dolphin player.
4.19. McPhail is the fastest Dolphin. Let's see if this will actually pull up. All right, you can still get the newspaper article online from 1997. Running back Jarris McPhail retained his title as the Dolphins' fastest player with a stunning time of 4.19. And Chandler said, I guess Jarris has gyms, is that right? And has the newspaper article up there in the gym. That would be a cool piece of sports memorabilia. Talking about you ran a 4.19. Do you remember your fastest 40?
It was 4.43.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Scouts.
What was your best event in the weight room, or did you excel in anything in particular?
Well, I won the Iron Pirate each year, so I was like pound for pound the strongest Pirate. So 39-inch vertical, 360 pound bench, and then I think I was a 640 squat at the time. So. It was based off of you get points in each category for your position. So
I like asking you guys about Coach Connors. You talk about coming in as a freshman, leaving as a senior. Does the relationship change over time? You had to be a little intimidated at first, I would assume, but how about Coach Connors?
Coach Connors was a maniac, and he brought the maniac out of you.
Okay.
He wanted animals out there, and then that's what we became. Like, we had to have that 300, like, each year the conditioning test changed. So I think the first year was like the mile run. And then I think the second year we had to run like 300s. We had to like pass like, I think it was like 12 300s in a certain time, and that was crazy. And then I think my senior year we had to run 16 100s. And we had to do it within like 12 seconds in our group. And all the players were running at one time, and you had to, pass at least, I think you had to pass like at least 9 of them to be, pass your conditioning test at the time. But that was some tough stuff.
I mean, were you naturally athletic, or did you have to work to hit those goals? You know what I'm saying?
I just always had to be an overachiever. You know what I mean? Just always been like the smallest player, on the field, and then just kind of, being snubbed coming out of high school through the Shrine Bowl and different things like that. I just kind of had that chip on my shoulder, and I wanted to just prove myself. And so I didn't have time for games. It was just like, hey, you got to put that work in, because I felt like excellence, you had to be excellent in the weight room. You had to be best at everything you could do, and then you can, when you got on the field, it makes it easy.
That's why Junior's looked at as one of the all-time favorite Pirates right there. That's what the fans like, and that old school mentality. And hopefully, we talked to a high school coach today at South Central, Ryan Buie, and I asked him, everybody wants the ball and to be the star. Do you still have guys that want to block in the trenches, or a linebacker that wants to hit? And he said, yeah, those guys still exist, and they're still around. So that was good to hear, Junior. But I don't know. What do you think about like today's game overall compared to when you coached and played?
Well, I tell you what, I got excited last year when they let the players down on the sideline. We got the little wristbands, and we're able to go down there, and I really appreciate the athletic department allowing the athletes to go down there on the field, because we love this place, man, and just to be around those coaches, and it's the new players, and just seeing how passionate they were in warm-ups. And I didn't catch many practices, but I could just tell and feel it just from the warm-ups. Like, I could feel the intensity. So I could see the look in the guys' eyes, and I just knew we had something special.
That's great, and I guess that starts at the top with the coach, right? And it seems like Blake Harrell's not an East Carolina guy or an Eastern Carolina guy, but he's a Pirate. He fit right in quick with what we want to do here. And I kind of like, too, he's kind of like you, Junior, and not very tall in stature, but just his background and the way he's come up through the ranks. I mean, he was a high school guy, and you look at his record, 14-5, and you're thinking, all right, we need to hire this guy away from East Carolina. And but you look at the resume, so McDowell High School, Fuquay-Varina, Franklin High School, and then to Lenore-Ryan, Citadel, Kennesaw, East Carolina, and then boom, he's the head coach of a D1 program. So he had to earn everything he's received.
Absolutely. They said never despise small beginnings. And, sometimes that's the best way to start your career. Start from the bottom and work your way all the way up. And now when you're here, you've arrived, you appreciate it a little bit more, and you've had all kind of experiences, and you can relate to the players.
Coach Harrell was asked today about, when you start winning as an interim, it's easy to get the team on board. You win a couple in a row, they get fired up. How do you keep that energy and keep that culture the same going into now his third year, his second full-time year at ECU? He was asked about that today. Cut 7, Jared.
Yeah, I think, looking back, it was just, 2.5 years ago, we were trying to pull every hat trick we could just to maintain, just to get going, just to flip the script. And, last offseason, we really kind of instilled what we want to be, who we want to be about, and now everybody in the program understands that, and I think our coaches have done a great job of setting that tone. Coach Shankweiler did our share time, our thought of the day this morning for our staff, and just talking about, camp, we still set the tempo, and it's on us. It ain't on the players, it ain't on the young men. It's on us as coaches to set that tempo, set the standard, hold them accountable. They all want to be coached because they all got goals, they all got aspirations, they all want to get better. They all want to be coached and held to a higher standard, to a level, and we as coaches got to push that, and I think that starts with me. If I don't do those things and that I'm asking the young man to do, then why should they do it? So I got to make sure we're holding that standard, and it starts with myself, and then it goes each and every individual throughout the program.
All right, Blake Harrell there. How about as a coach, Junior, do you want to be consistently on the guys, but do you change the message year to year? You know what I'm saying? Do you have different phrases, different motivational stuff? How'd you handle that part?
Well, he used a shank to give the coaches their wisdom of the day. So that reminds me of how we would have our preseason meeting every year, and we would kind of go over kind of what the aim was for the year,
right?
And kind of a meeting of the mastermind. And then we were preparing for that whole camp, just kind of how the practices were going to be, what did we need to discuss, how we were going to travel, all those types of things. So at the beginning of the year, you give that big picture as a staff. Now it's easy to go give that to your players. So now everybody has what you call the plan.
Yeah.
So now the culture doesn't change. You just find different ways to present it. But now you have your older players, they've been around it, so you don't want to change it. So now they're able to teach it to the younger players as well.
Were you in the box or on the field as a coach?
The first year I was in the box. And then we didn't have a coordinator. Skip was kind of calling it from the field. And then we hired Fitch, I think, the second or the third year. And then I went down to the field. And Fitch was upstairs.
When you're there in that role, how much game day are you just motivating, and how much like X's and O's can you do during a game? Because everything's going so fast. What kind of communication did you have with your running backs during a game?
So, all the motivation and stuff, that was not done during the week. So pretty much on the field, I needed to be kind of a calm head. They're out there in the battle. So I needed to do a good job of being able to recognize what the defense was doing, what blitzes we were getting, right, what we were seeing. So now I can remind them, hey, we worked on this all week in practice. We can draw it up. Or, hey, this was the run read this week. They're doing something a little bit different. Those types of things. So that's kind of how that was my role.
Who's responsible for CJ get a blow? Dominique go in, Brandon Simmons, you go in this next play. Is that head coach, coordinator, running back coach?
Running backs coach.
So you make that call?
We have every Saturday morning before the game, pretty much before we have breakfast and stuff, we'll stay at the hotel and we'll have a coaches meeting. And then at that time, Coach Holtz would go around the room and ask each coach, tell me about your players. So now you're presenting your players.
Kind of a weekly update on your room, basically.
So, hey, what's the feel of the running backs? Yeah. Who you playing going in? Who had a great week of practice? And so now you're discussing all that before we even get to game day. So now you kind of get that wink. Yeah, he's good with that. So now you got the freedom to kind of get your players in and out. And things like that. So I was kind of, when I had Chris, we would try to get him some rest early on. have the backups come in, but then kind of have them strong as we got to the middle and the end of the game.
Yeah, and that's fascinating to see how it all works. A lot goes into that 60-minute game, Junior. Right? It's a ton of work.
Absolutely.
And then you get the thing rolling. How about? Did you tell your guys how do you balance, man? I want you to give it your all, but also if you need a break, helmet tap or whatever, get out. How do you communicate that to the guys?
Absolutely. So we kind of had a system. We work on it all week in practice. And so pretty much during the week, I would have my guys rotating every 2 plays, pretty much the starter. So now the backup, Dominique, John Williams, they're getting those reps. Norman Whitley, Brandon Simmons, they're getting those reps with the 1s and with the 2s. And they're not getting burned out in practice, but they're, rolling that pace. And then so it became easy in the game. So now, hey, you go, third series, we'll sub out. But if you're feeling hot, we'll keep you in.
We got questions here. You want to stick around one more segment, or you need to roll? All right, let's do another segment. Let's take another break with Junior. We got a couple more questions that we'll get in and more on our New Blue Pirate Report. We'll also see what's going on at some day baseball. We'll look at our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
Hi, I'm Shay Asby.
And I'm Beth Everett.
At NC On Point, experience the thrill of professionally guided quail, chucker, pheasant, and even duck hunts on one of North Carolina's premier hunting preserves. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or headed to the field for the very first time, we can make that day an unforgettable one. Don't have a bird dog? We got you covered. Our experienced guides hunt with professionally trained bird dogs and a comfortable on-site lodge that lets you unwind after an incredible day in the field.
So gather your friends, book your hunt, and start making memories that last a lifetime. Visit NCOnPoint.com today. Go Pirates!
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Griffin High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hey Pirates,
it's Lindsey Gray from Carolina Caliber. Whether you're getting pumped to cheer on the Pirates or prepping for a deer stand, here's a reminder. There's a time to amp it up and a time to tone it down. Save the noise for game day. Quiet your cannon with a suppressor from Carolina Caliber. We specialize in making we carry top brands like Silencer Co., Surefire, Thunderbeast Arms, Huxworks, Bagara, and many more. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
And now a word from our sponsor, Bud Light. There's nothing better than the clean, crisp... what if we just got out of here and grabbed some Bud Lights?
But man, we're on air for 4 more hours.
They'll figure it out. Sounds good to me. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. Stock up now. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I mentioned Todd Fitch earlier, and Jarrett reminded me of an old soundbite we have. I was having a little fun with Coach Hud, and I guess the offense had an explosion in one game during the season, and asked him a tongue-in-cheek question that week at practice, and here's what it was.
How pissed are you at Todd Fitch that he took, 12 weeks to score 53 points? He's a jackass.
Thanks, Coach. And there it is. He's a jackass. It took 12 weeks to get in the 50s, Junior. What's wrong, man? Should have averaged 50 that year. I don't even know.
Well, we were trying to run the ball, keep the defense off.
I know.
So they could look good, you know.
Oh yeah, and you did a good job of that. Because that Pirate defense was great, and the offense hit the plays when they needed them. That was a really fun era of Pirate football. Absolutely. And it's pretty cool, Junior. You've been a part of like 2 of the best eras of ECU football. You know, that 90s period, you were able to taste it as a freshman, and then you kind of got the ship righted your senior year, right? And then after that, they had some really good teams, and then of course the skip years brought us 2 championships.
Yes, it's awesome. I just thank God every day just for the opportunity I had, because I was committed to App State, and it was like at the last minute, East Carolina came back in and said, "Hey, we got something for you." And I said, "Okay, I'll take it." Just came in with that chip and said, "Hey, okay, I have to show, let's do it."
There's a lot of stories like that, kind of some last minute. Justin Hardy was one of those guys who I think Donnie Kirkpatrick kind of noticed him late and got him in here, and now he's alongside you in the ECU Hall of Fame. So we've had even Carden and Zay Jones wasn't the highest rated recruit either, coming out of Texas. So did they have like rivals and stars back then? Did you have any stars, Junior?
We didn't have rivals or stars back then. We just kind of had Tom Suter over there and
WRAL?
Yeah, and that type of thing, and just your local newspaper, pretty much.
Right. And you said you were a Shrine Bowl guy?
You were a snub. Leading rusher in the state, and one of the coaches from our conference, he was the head coach for the Shrine Bowl, and he didn't pick me.
Do you have the local?
Hey, he picked McPhail and Lee Beckton, and another guy.
I remember that name, G. I got to be. So my mom taught in Craven County, James W. Smith Elementary, and Beckton went to West Craven, and my young brain put thinking that a guy from around here would go to Notre Dame. I thought it was like the biggest deal ever. I was like, holy, that's amazing. And
same way, yeah.
So Beckton and McPhail. Well, I will say those are 2 really good running backs.
They're really good running backs.
Yeah.
At the time, though, I was the second all-time rusher in the state of North Carolina behind Anthony Barber. So my record was second. He was first at the time. I was second.
No respect. And hey, that chip stayed with you.
Yeah, in the long run, it worked out.
Definitely. I would say so. Junior Smith joining us. Speaking of the long run, Jamie asking, did you have any post-career injuries or issues from your football days?
What's up, Jamie? Only thing I can think of is just as you get older, your memory stuff, man. Like I'm sitting here with Clip here, and he's just rattling off stuff, all this knowledge. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to dig deep back there in the archives and pull some information out. So I just say that just from all the hits and stuff like that, you kind of get affected by that. But thank God I didn't have any physical injuries while I played. I did tear my Achilles tendon playing a pickup basketball game while I was coaching, right after I finished coaching. So that's the only injury or surgery I've ever had, and that was after football. So I thank God for keeping His grace over me while I played.
But to be fair, Junior, it is my job to know all this stuff. So and also
you do a great job.
It's fun. I've got
and it's fun.
I got a sports brain, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Another question the answer has got to be no, right? Has there been a Pirate with 3,000-yard seasons in a row since Junior Smith? I gotta say no.
No.
Yeah. Did our guy Coop, Ventavious Cooper, came in as a transfer and had one 1,000-yard season? He might have had two, but he wasn't here long enough. But Junior Smith, 3 in a row. And I don't have that full stat. I'll have to find it. But I wonder did Harley have 2 in a row? I would think
he just had one.
He had one.
He had one. Yeah, I think he had the 1,800-yard season or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a good season.
But man, some great names up here as I'm looking at.
That's kind of one of the write-ups. Like it was like one of the only backs to ever have 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. And
that's awesome. Do you remember your? Well, I got it right here. Do you remember your how many rushing yards you had against Tulsa in 1993? It was your highest.
Oh yeah, 282 of them.
There it is. Some numbers you remember.
Yeah, you remember a few things.
282. You also had a 232-yard game against a team in 1992.
Arkansas State.
Bang. There we go. Junior Smith knows Junior Smith.
Don't forget Auburn in there somewhere in South Carolina, but anyway.
Sorry, I only got 222 and above. So
okay, gotcha.
On the all-time single-game rushing list, Junior all-time leading rusher, and you had the 5th highest single season total, eclipsed by your guy Chris Johnson, 1,400. Leonard Henry, a great 1,432. Keaton Mitchell and Scott Harley. Scott Harley 1,745 in 1996.
Great season that year. Yep.
Let's hear a little bit. We played this earlier, but while Junior's here, let's talk about the running back room. Jarrett is excited about it, and he asked Blake Harrell about it earlier today. Cut 8.
Yeah, that running back room is awesome. Like those young men work. Coach Griffin's doing a great job in there. Super excited to have him in Greenville, him and his family. Just really good people, the whole family there. But he is pushing that running back room. Obviously, the newcomers, Ashton Gray and Michael Allen, have been very impressive. And Michael Allen's a guy that it continues to grow on you each and every day. And he had a great summer. May have been our fastest running back or one of our fastest running backs in the room, the biggest vertical, the best squat, really impressive weight room numbers. Now, he's obviously got to take that to the grass, but he's done a great job, and just looking forward to him getting back to dominant football. I know he's had a tough career, battled some injuries, but I'm looking for big things out of him. Ashton Gray is another one we've talked about. You see the athleticism there. I want to see what he's going to do during the tough times. Is he going to put the team on his back? Is he going to get the extra yards? Is he going to take care of the football? And DeJuan Lacey, we already mentioned this year, so he kind of threw me off this morning. It's like, who's this new guy here? But he's doing a great job. And I was kind of barking at the running back room a little bit, because today one of our main focuses was the football. Turnover margin. I think we were top 10, top 12 in the nation last year in turnover margin. Made a huge difference in tight ball games. If you look at the year before, it was the opposite way and didn't go our way sometimes. Okay, so we got to do a great job of that. And I think we went through about 9 games last year of not fumbling the football in the running back room. So I was kind of getting on the running backs, TJ in particular, because 9th game, he's the one who put the ball on the ground, just about ball security and doing those little things, because that will make a difference in the ball game. I think we have an opportunity, a chance to be a good football team. But if we don't take care of the football, some of the other stuff won't matter.
All right, Blake Harrell wants to. I'll ask you about ball security in a moment, but first, from the names he mentioned in the room, 2 returners from last year: T.J. Engelman, 306 yards, 1 touchdown, and DeJuan Lacey. Looked like he was coming into his own, had 44 yards and a touchdown in just 2 games played, and kind of had his breakout moment. And then I think the following game got hurt, and it was kind of a shame because he was breaking out a little bit. So again, Junior, 2 guys returning from last year, and 2 highly sought after newcomers. Michael Allen was a big time guy at J.H. Rose, and also Ashton Gray coming over from North Texas.
Yeah, it sounds like on paper and everything that these are some talented guys. We got some guys that's got some experience, from other schools. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, it's going to be important. You're going to have to be able to run the football to be able to take the pressure off the passing game. So we'll hopefully that our offensive line does a good job of gelling together, and the running backs as well, and making some things happen. But yeah, we're going to. We were just starting to get to know those guys from last year, and all transferred out with Montgomery and Jenkins.
Jenkins was a 1-year guy,
and I love what Gunn did in the bowl game and throughout the season, throughout his career. So these new guys, they got some big shoes to fill, and this running backs coach, hopefully that he comes in and adjusts to Eastern Carolina, East Carolina, and been in Eastern Carolina, and just be able to adjust and take the knowledge that he had at the other programs and bring it and be able to gel into what we're doing here.
The average number, London Montgomery 4.8 a carry, Marlon was 5.2, Engelman 5.2, Parker Jenkins just 3.4. Was there, did you have goals, or did your coaches talk, Junior, about what they wanted you to average per carry, or did you look at stuff like that at all?
I'm trying to think about what I used to tell my players. Yeah, I think we kind of want to have that 5-yard average.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the standard as a running back. If you're, can get things done. Like we used to say a good running back makes his line looks good. If your line has to block for you, then we can put anybody in that position. But a good running back can make his line look good.
Yeah, and vice versa too, because if those holes are wide, then that running back sneaking through, and then you get to those one-on-one matchups. That's what you're looking for, right?
Right, with the safety. So.
Yes, sir. Junior Smith joining us. All right, let's the ball security, and I know just from being here during that time, like the penalty involved the sand pit, I believe. Was that something at practice? If you fumbled, you had to go to Jeff Connors, the aisle, what do you call it, the beach or whatever? But
okay.
What did you coach, Junior? Like, what's the most important thing when it comes to
we had football? A couple fundamentals, and that was the number one. We talked about that one every day. Hey, your number one fundamental is take care of that football. That's your number one job. And that's what we taught them. So every day we would work those fundamentals before practice. We'd have a couple drills where we do high and tight, and every day we were going through the little gauntlet. We were doing that every day, so you get those hard pads, rusty pads hitting up against you, going through that gauntlet, and if you fumbled during the game or during practice, you had to do 100 yards where you did an up down every 10 yards, and so but the whole group had to do it.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You're letting down your team type
thing.
Letting
down the meeting room. You're letting down the guys, and so they were pissed at the coach and the players for that one.
Do you know how many fumbles you had? I know it's a touchy subject, but do you remember what'd you say?
Well, I had I had a big game against Kentucky, and I remember fumbling late in the game, and they ended up kicking a field goal and beating us, and that was a tough one, but I don't remember how many I had, but that it was important back then. You had to take care of that football.
And I mean, it happened. The best runner. We talked about Derrick Henry yesterday, and unfortunately, you think about Derrick Henry last year had 2 key fumbles in key moments, and so it does happen. But I guess the worst thing is when it becomes like you fumble that first time and you're thinking about it while you're when you keep playing. You gotta wipe the memory, right? I mean, you gotta obviously recognize your mistake, but if you get in your own head about it, it probably is only gonna get worse.
Yeah, I think those are when I coached here. My last 2 seasons, I think the biggest stat for us was Dominique Lindsay senior year, no fumbles. Chris Johnson, I think had 1 fumble on the kickoff return in the bowl game. So all season didn't fumble the ball. I think it was.
I feel like did Norman kind of get in his own head at one point? Did he have some? I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
back.
I think he had like a key fumble.
Yeah.
In the bowl game. I think the guy stripped him or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and I love Norman. He was such a good dude. But man, that was some fun running backs to watch back then.
Absolutely.
Jamie said it's nice to have some players on the show older than myself, our heroes. Yeah, I'm talking to all these young kids. It's good to have Junior in here.
You got to give me a nickname, Old school 35 or something.
All right, well, yeah.
We'll come up with something.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that because Junior's going to be around.
And all that.
Slim 80? Yeah. That's a good one for Bryce Williams. Rajay is our guy, number 47. We'll talk to him coming up on Thursday. Junior's going to be talking Pirate football with us this year. You said you were going to Tuscaloosa, right?
Absolutely. We're going to catch that flight out on Friday. Hopefully we have a safe trip and go down to Birmingham and stay there and then get up early and be there for the Alabama game, support our Pirates.
Yes, sir. You and a lot of Pirate fans will be there. Let's take our last break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap things up here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll be back with you after this timeout.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph. Can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph. No flags. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
He just put Sayamalo on his back. What a play by Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged
When it
up.
comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. NASDAQ was down 221 points today for a total of 26,363. The S&P was down 12 for a total of 7,723. The Dow was up 263 for a total of 54,349. That's a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
So, Junior, when Jarrett's rattling off those numbers, honestly, they don't mean much to me, but you said you watch every move.
I watched every move.
That's right up your wheelhouse.
1:30 this morning, so 4 o'clock this afternoon in the futures market, yeah.
Man, we talked about that on a previous show, how you're into, I don't know, how would you describe that part of your life and interest? What would you call it?
I would say it's very addicting to watch it, and you get the knowledge of it, and now you're in it, you're watching it, you learn it, and you watch every move. You learn Fibonacci's, you learn channels, you learn Bollinger Bands, and you just kind of learn options, futures, and I'm excited about it. It's kicking my butt a little bit right now. I've been doing it about 6 years, so it takes about 10 kind of to be super efficient.
Man, that's pretty cool. That's foreign to me, but maybe something I could get in. Later in life, I'll let you teach me a few things.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you, Junior, you said you were initially going to App State. So App State, with Jerry Moore, became an absolute powerhouse in 1AA FCS and have had success in the FBS. They're a little down, I think, right now from where they were. But, what was App State in the early 90s? Were they the great Jerry Moore App State yet, or were they, what were they?
They were just kind of average. They were kind of average then. They were doing okay, not super successful, but they had a good vision. It was kind of funny because guess who my recruiting coach was?
Who?
Ruffin.
Oh, wow. That is all that. Well, no wonder you were going there. Anybody who talks to him is going to go to that school. But that's awesome.
Yeah, so he was recruiting me there.
Ruffin McNeil
and Kerry Cadet. Those two were really good friends.
I remember him too. Yeah,
recruited me from East Carolina, and then obviously I changed. And then the next year it was funny because Ruffin ended up coming to ECU the next season, and he was one of the coaches for us.
Oh, cool. Very cool. You have a relationship with him now? You talk to him at all? Or?
Not much. When he took over the job, he wanted to bring in Lincoln Riley at the time, and so he gave Lincoln the freedom to bring in his players.
Oh, I see.
At the time, I didn't understand, but now I see how Lincoln developed and did some great things, and it kind of propelled me forward to to do what I do now. So
Gotcha. 10-4. Well, Junior, glad to have you here with us, man. Looking forward to talking football with you this season. Appreciate you joining us today, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Hey, go Pirates. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure, Clip.
Awesome. Every time we get to talk to you, man. The Hall of Famer Junior Smith joining us. We'll see you Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for Jared Watkins, the Jackman, Junior Smith, and crew. I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation.